I'm back. Time to play. Time to finish this route. Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. What day are we even on? I don't remember. Day 88. Okay. So we just had, in the steady fundamental timeline, we just had our encounter with what's-his-face, Doll Shaw. Oh yeah, and everyone's maxed, right? And everyone's alive, right? Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. What's up, Bob? I think, and what are the big hang-ups on this route so far? Was that previous bad end the blow up the school by doing the liver mortis code thing? Yeah. Indeed it was, right here. Press 4. It's funny how I was convinced we were doing the wrong, I was convinced that we were wrong and Takemaru's number was incorrect. That we were being screwed over by the other timeline. But yeah, so interesting. This actually, the whole split, assuming the other split isn't fucking us over. What's interesting about this is we're going to have two timelines potentially where we make a baby jar, right? A fishbowl for the baby, for Shion. So maybe one of these routes will be the golden route. Who knows? But yeah, I'm not sure what to think about Takemaru's number at this point, if it really is fake or not. The reason I'm maybe less concerned about it is that you would think the person that would probably come up with that idea, Hiruko, would think about that idea as being plausible in this timeline, right? Unless something so drastic came up that she would never have thought of that possibility in this timeline, but would think of it in the other timeline, if you get what I'm saying. Oh, right. They're working on the bomb, the poison.
Let's move.
Those three characters are. At night, I headed to the usual secluded spot to talk to Hiruko. Why did the distress signal transmitter cause that explosion? What's up, Tenkai? Excuse me. Wait, did I just prophesize what happened? We'll see. I can't make sense of why it would explode even with the right codes. Shion said he found out about the transmitter because he overheard Sire and Nigo talking about it, right?
Oh.
They must know more about it.
Huh?
Why don't we ask them?
Huh.
All right, let's try that.
Yum, yum, yum.
Distress signal transmitter.
Huh.
Don't play dumb. We know you know about it. Sir, I think they might mean the device intended for the stand together, fall together plan. Wait, SF? Stand? Fall? Is this going to be the last stream if we reach the ending? I don't know. We'll see. Excuse me. I really want to play some other games. Like, I keep seeing mentions of Dispatch, that superhero game that is apparently made by some old Telltale people, you know, the Telltale games, which, to be completely honest, kind of makes me want to play it less. I also, I don't know. Like, I've got like a huge list of games I want to play. Or, I mean, not even, I don't know. Yeah, obviously, we need to play Expedition 33. But I also want to play, this is like an older game, so I'm not as like rushed to do it, but I really want to play the Replicant remake or remaster or port, whatever you want to call it. I also want to play a few other like recent games. Yeah, no, right? Like I've got Ghost of Tsushima, let alone Ghost of Yotei. Yakuza 8, VV, yeah, SMT5, Vengeance. I also have oh fuck. It was on the tip of my tongue. I was thinking about it recently too. Shit. What is it? What is it? Oh, right. Sekimea. It's like a mystery visual novel with like time travel hijinks and stuff. Supposedly it's pretty difficult to figure out. But I don't know if it's true or not. There's no choices, which is the interesting thing. And I probably... And then there's still... Oh, yeah, of course. And don't forget Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I don't remember where I last stopped with my mod to that. Modifications? I'll just call it modifications. That feels correct. What do you mean no choices? To my knowledge, the something of Sekimea I don't think has any story choices in it. So it's kind of like Higurashi or whatever. In that like everything just plays through, I guess. But I may or may not be right here. I know there is a point where you like can guess or try and, you know, declare who does the thing. So I think there's actually a choice in the game at the very least to send the results back to the developers. This is like an older game, like, you know, X number of years, single digit. So I don't remember. My memory could be like a little hazy here. So there is ultimately a choice at some point, I think, regarding like who's the culprit or culprits. But yeah, I don't know. But like there's no branching paths from what I understand about the game. And then there's also an indie game that's coming out recently. Called, yeah, I still need to figure out some stuff regarding like changing pictures and music with channel points or like text commands. I know it's possible. I just haven't done the due diligence to figure out like what to do with that. There's another game. On the topic of visual novels, there are a few other games coming, or that have already come out, or are coming out really soon. There's one coming out on like the 26th or something. That is, what is it? Detective something. I don't remember the title of it, but the creators cite Ace Attorney, games like Ace Attorney and the game with the 3DS, or not 3DS, the DS. You hold it sideways and you're playing as Kyle Hyde. I can't remember the title. But they cite like those games amongst many others similar to it as like their inspirations. Kyle Hyde. Right, Hotel Dusk and whatever the second game is. I've got it, like, I've got a short that they put out saved to my phone, or I think I have a tab open. Actually, hold on, I can probably figure out what it is. Let's see. Shit, where is it? Dude, I love Hotel Dusk. That game was so good. Hold on. I had a tab open and I don't know where it is now. So now I have to go to my liked videos because that's what I do. I only have 42 videos liked right now for the record. Wait, did I not like it? No, I freaking swear. Damn it. Such a bummer. I don't remember what the freaking game is called. Hold on. I'll find this out. Oh, okay. It's called Detective Instinct Farewell, My Beloved. 1 second. Let me see if I can find the... I don't even know how much this is. What is it going to be? So... hold on. Yeah, so this game's coming out pretty soon. And I think it looks rad as hell. But yeah, there are a lot of things I want to do. But also, there are only like 2 months left in the year, and I have no idea if I'm going to be able to get through everything. Plus all the stuff I have for work. Avian attorney, or that? Wait, was that the? That was the game with the post-French Revolution story, right? Where the birds are all humans. That was pretty good, too. Okay.
Sir, I think they might mean the device intended for the Stand Together, Fall Together plan.
Aha!
Oh, that! The thing that top brass were telling us about before our mission started here.
Huh?
What is this Stand Together, Fall Together plan? Exactly what it sounds like.
There were originally 10 special defense units stationed at Last Defense Academy.
If 9 of them ended up in total death, our chances of winning the war would be practically 0.
In other words, we'd be in a lose-lose situation. There'd be nothing we could do, so... The remaining member would activate a self-destruct device and blow everything for miles around Sky Goddamn...
Oh, this is Siri. The remaining members would activate a self-destruct device and blow everything for miles around Sky Goddamn High.
It was the big bosses who came up with this rather tragic plan.
The idea was to wipe out any invaders inside the school and the surrounding area in one fell swoop.
It wouldn't kill them all like the final attack, but we'd at least be able to retaliate a little.
Like the name says, stand together, fall together.
But we couldn't just come out and say it was the last resort self-destruct device.
Oh.
You've got to imagine that the last survivor wouldn't jump at the chance to use something like that.
So the human authorities in charge made up a lie and claimed it was the distress signal transmitter instead.
In short, they wanted to use the final survivor's life as a pawn, even knowing they'd still lose the war. Utterly despicable. I wonder if that also applies to the colony as well. Maybe the colony is all fucked up and stuff because, in the first 100 days, because they failed their mission. I couldn't agree more. I was totally against it.
The Honorable Sire and I both protested, so in the end, the plan was scrapped.
Huh? But then how?
Hey.
What do you mean, how?
Stand Together, Fall Together was scrapped before the mission even started.
Colony, the satellite, I guess, is what I'm referring to. The artificial satellite. But don't tell me you don't know about the machine in the basement. Huh? The basement?
Oh, but Miss Shizuhara, this school doesn't have a basement, does it?
Oh no, does the dog not talk either? Are you telling me that the dog never talked to begin with? What happened in the Death Star on the OG timeline ending? We still don't know. Sire, Nigo, one last question. Do you remember talking about this plan before? It was so long ago that I can barely remember, but maybe around day 20.
I do remember talking to the Honorable Siri about how relieved we were that the plan was off.
I see, thank you. You've been very helpful.
Eddie, so well then.
The top brass didn't tell Sire and Nigo about the self-destruct device. Maybe they set it up in secret because they knew those two were opposed to it. Either way, Shion only heard part of their discussion out of context. He must have assumed there was a real distress signal transmitter somewhere in the school. I guess he just missed the part about making the school explode.
Huh?
I think it's safe to say we can forget about all about the device now. Yes, no rescue craft is ever going to come for us. Excuse me. Hiccup. So it would only be a waste of time. We still have 12 days left until day 100. What do we do now? There's nothing to do. Our goal remains the same. Ensure we all survive until day 100 and build a happy future together. Then we'll be able to break free from the time loop. You'll get no argument from me. In other words, there's only one thing to do. Fight, survive, and win the war. The escape pod will be deployed on day 100, and we can all get it on board and head to the artificial satellite. We'll be out of here before the final attack is launched, right? Of course. There's just one problem. What problem? Shion. I gasped. How could I have failed to realize something so important? Right, Shion. What will happen to him once the final attack starts? Hiruko was silent. She bit down on her lip and averted her eyes. Do you know? Hiruko nodded with a sense of dull resignation. I do. Then tell me, what happens to Shion? Can't you figure it out? The flames from the final attack will raise all life on the surface of the planet. There's nowhere to hide, not underground, not even behind the thickest walls. The flames will consume everything, the defense room included. So, when the missiles are fired, that means... Surely this cutscene is different, right? Surely it is. Definitely. We can't save the baby inside the defense room. He'll be burned up by his own flames. As you already know, that baby is Shion's real body, so Shion will be... No.
Get ready. Prepare. Be ready to...
I sat in my room without going to breakfast. How could we shave? How could we save Shion? I couldn't think about anything else. Hiruko didn't seem to have any ingenious plans this time. I could tell from her face last night that she was desperately trying to come up with something. And as I pondered the matter in silence, the sun started to set. Day turned to night. I wasn't going to come up with anything of my own. I decided to ask the others for help. Not wanting Sire or Nigo to find out, I invited them all to the secret meeting spot. I see, on day 100, an escape pod will deploy and we'll be able to escape, but the baby, Shion, will be killed by the final attack launched right after we leave. Shion. That's screwed up. Totally fucked. Shion's our friend. That's right, we have to save him. But how? Isn't it obvious? We needed to get him out of that machine. We need to get him out of that machine in the defense room. It looked like everyone had seen the baby for themselves. Shion must have shown them while Hiroko and I were away. But if we did that, his energy wouldn't get channeled into the missiles anymore, which would mean the final attack on day 100 would never be launched. That's right, those missiles won't fire unless they're fully charged. Sire said as much before. So then humanity would lose the war. Who cares? What does it matter if we lose the war? Is everyone on the artificial satellite just going to die instantly? No. All it means is that our 100-day mission here would end in failure. That's all. We can't sacrifice a baby just to stop that from happening. Save ourselves, destroy all life on this planet, and let our friend Shion die? How could we possibly do that? There was silence for a while before Takemaru finally spoke up. Dude said he wanted to talk to us, but seems like he's already got his answer. The problem is what's going to happen after that. If we take him out of the machine, he'll be consumed by his own flames and die.
Say what?
Huh? No. Everyone's eyes had gone wide, the shock evident on their faces. That's why I wanted to talk. I was hoping someone might have an idea of what to do. That's quite the complex problem. I'm good with logic and deduction, but this is something else. Can't we use something to house the baby once we take him out? I remember seeing some kind of bottle or jar made of tempered glass in the metal shop. We could use that. The undying flames only burn living creatures, so a glass jar wouldn't melt. But if we just put him in a jar, his flames will still consume him.
Well, what do we do? My whole riddled sponge of a brain is useless.
Sponge? A sponge, forsooth, that's it. We just need some kind of material that can absorb the undying flames like a sponge. What the hell are you talking about? Wait, she might be onto something. If we got something like that, I could make a life support system for him. For real? Say, Ava, you've been quiet this whole time. Do you have any ideas? Me? You used to be on the enemy side, so you must know something about the flames or the baby, right? Right. But my brain got all scrambled by your dolmen thingy. Wait, hold on. I think I remember something. Material Omega? Hiroko jumped at Ava's words. That fucking face. That's it. Material Omega is a substance that absorbs undying flames.
How do you know that?
I just remembered it from the coming of age timeline. Coming of age? Timeline? That's just what I've been calling it. Anyway, I saw Material Omega when I was there. Hiroko probably meant she had memories of it from a previous loop, but everyone else thought she meant she'd seen during a parallel leap. Well, what they didn't know wouldn't hurt them. So if we use Material Omega, we can create a life support system for Shion. I think it'll work. I'm already making a schematic in my head. If we can mount it to the jar Kulala suggested, we should be able to keep him alive. Everyone's face is lit up. I cannot hide my delight either. But where do we find this Material Omega stuff? The mountain's on the northeast, but I'm not sure if it's present in this timeline. Our best bet would be to jump to the coming of age timeline tomorrow and head to the mountains there. Tomorrow. Our next sleep window is tomorrow from 2 to 8 p.m. All right, Hiroko and I will go to the coming of age timeline and get what we need. What about us? You should remain here. If too many of us go and get found out by our counterparts in that timeline, it'll cause all kinds of issues. I suppose it would be safer if the more experienced people went. We'll let you handle it. Yes, I agree. Takumi, Hiroko, we're counting on you. Hiroko and I looked at everyone and gave them a firm nod. That afternoon, Hiroko and I made our way to the lab. The machine is set up and we've got our leap suits. Everything is ready. Off to the coming of age timeline. We've been there before, right? Yes, it's where we dug up Dotomi's grave to get her liver mortis code. My heart ached as the tragic memory came flooding back. I regretted asking. The time was 2:01 p.m. Our window had already opened. We nodded at each other, hit the red button, and got onto the platform. Let's get going. Hey, are you sure it was okay to take off our leap suits? We're not going to the school this time. I doubt we'll see anyone, so we should be fine. The suits will only slow us down. Are we in some kind of rush? We have 6 hours this time, so...
Oh?
Material Omega is in the mountains in the northeast. They're quite a ways from here, and we'll need time to look around once we get there. And with consideration to the time we'll lose when someone inevitably bungles something, we'll already be cutting it close.
Oh.
Come on, hop to it. The best. I followed Hiroko in silence until we finally arrived at our destination, a mountain range thick with greenery. I'm certain it was around here. Then let's start searching. Hiroko and I split up and started looking for Material Omega. Even after searching for some time, we didn't find anything. Just when I thought was about to give up and head back to our starting point, I happened to catch a voice coming from the bushes. It was Hiroko. She was talking to someone. Just as I was wondering who, she popped out of the brush. Excuse me. Were you talking to someone just now?
Oh?
Yes. Who? A lady. A lady? That's what I said, isn't it? Herself? She was possibly in her 50s, wearing a white coat. Maybe she was a doctor or a researcher. Why would anyone like that be way out here? How would I know? Anyway, she just showed up and handed me 2 things. 2 things. Hiroko held out her palm. Resting on it was something that looked like a memory card. What is that? She said this has the plans for the Machine Plus on it. Machine Plus? What even is that?
Oh?
I don't know. She just said that it can move vertically as well as horizontally. Okay. Vertically as well as horizontally. Was she talking to herself? From the future? I have no idea what you're talking about. Neither do I. Hiroko didn't seem to be lying. She looked stunned by whatever she just experienced. What was the... There's another route that we played recently within like the last couple days. Or I mean, ignoring my work trip. The last couple days where someone said that the machine was now unlocked. Right? And I think that it's implying that the machine being the leap machine, the parallel leap machine. So I think that I initially thought that meant that they'd be able to just travel regardless of what the quote-unquote blood waves were. But now I'm starting to think that maybe that machine being unlocked means that they can travel forwards and backwards. But we'll see. I don't remember the other route. I think it was specifically the mystery route. I think it's It was somewhere here where they mentioned the machine being unlocked. Who was it that mentioned it? I think it was Kako that mentions it, but I don't recall. Where does Kako even teleport off to? That's another good question. There are so many questions at this point. Hiroko didn't seem to be lying. She looked stunned by whatever she'd just experienced. What was the other thing? Hiroko showed me a lump of some kind of strange substance. Could this be? That's right, Material Omega. This is the other thing that woman gave me. She said she found it on the ground and wanted to give it to me. Then she left. It was just then that I heard the brush move behind me. I turned around to see what it was. Huh? The very next moment. Arr! We all screamed, whirled around, and took off running. We raced down the steep mountain slope, almost tumbling as we went. We didn't stop even when we reached the base of the mountain. We just kept running for the lab. And as we ran, the sun sank behind the horizon to the west. Before long, everything around us had gone dark. That was clearly just them from the other timeline. I think we're far enough now. More than enough. We made it all the way to the lab. Whoa, when did that happen? Excuse me, are you acting stupid? Or are you really that dumb? Does it matter? We needed to come back here eventually anyway. Still, what were those two doing there?
Oh?
At first glance, I thought they must be the versions of us from this timeline, so I panicked and ran, but I don't think that was the case. If it were, they would have chased us. But they ran off in a different direction. Does that mean they're from another timeline like we are? Maybe, maybe not. Should we wait here for them? If they did come from a different timeline, they'll want to use the lab too. You're right, but it doesn't look like we have that kind of time. I pulled out the device and checked the time. 7:45 p.m. No way, we've only got 15 minutes left. Exactly, I think we're just going to have to forget about them. I'm sure they'll be fine. They are after us, after all. Things will work out even if we leave them to their own devices. I guess that's true.
Oh.
Now, let's hurry. We need to get everything ready for our leap. Roger that. Hiruko, do you have the material Omega?
No.
Of course. I'm keeping it nice and safe. Don't tell me. You ate it! What? I was just playing. Don't waste my time with such nonsense. Let's go back. Okay, let's head back. Why would Kako need to go back to the Box of Calamity route, though, if she came from that route? And isn't it damaged? Is the machine damaged in Box of Calamity by the end of it? I think it is, but I could be wrong. Takumi, Hiruko, thank you so much. I did a quick analysis and this will definitely work. What about the poison? You guys get that set up? Tsubasa put the material Omega she got from Hiruko on the desk. So that means... Why is she doing the evil look? You can make a life support system for Mr. Shion. Yep, just gotta mount it to that jar Kulala told us about and we'll all be set.
If we put the baby in there, he won't be consumed by his flames.
Then, since we'll all be able to take him out of the defense room, we can save Shion. Hooray! We simply have to bring him on the escape pod with us on day 100 and all will be well. We got ourselves a way to keep all 17 of us alive and kicking.
We're all gonna live happily ever after. Time for a freaking party!
Hold on, isn't it a little too soon to celebrate? Right, the life support system isn't actually finished yet. Tsubasa, we're counting on you. I'm on it. We patted Tsubasa on the shoulder and left the garage. She had a confident smile on her face. And yet again, we let Tsubasa do all the hard work.
Good morning. It's day 9. So work well.
Work well and work together, huh? It was probably a recording, but still. Contrary to Sirei's words, something unsettling happened that day. It was shortly after the sunset, right after dinner. We were watching over Tsubasa's work in the garage and we received some unexpected visitors. Sirei and Nigo, right? Hey, what are you all doing crammed in here? Sirei.
And Nigo! Miss Kawana, you've been making something in secret, haven't you? What is it?
Well, mind your own fucking business. This is our business. We'll mind it all we want.
We know what you're trying to do.
You're going to take Shion's real body out of the defense room device.
The Honorable Sirei and I absolutely forbid it.
If you do that, he won't be able to charge up the missiles for the final attack.
We need those missiles charged to 100%.
If they're not, they'll barely even be able to cause a dust storm.
It would make launching the missiles completely pointless.
Taking the baby out of there before day 100 is preposterous and out of the question, and nothing you can say will convince us otherwise.
Now that the Honorable Sirei has made himself clear, could you bring out the life support system you're working on?
I'm going to count backwards from 3. If the device isn't out here before I'm done, I'm going to blow you all sky high one by one. Okay, here I go. 3, 2, 1. Wait! The very moment I screamed. Oh no, they're broken! I wasn't sure what exactly happened, but suddenly Siri and Nigo were completely frozen in place. Huh? The others were equally dumbfounded, all except Tsubasa and Eito. Miss Kawana, is that? Tsubasa placed whatever it was she'd been holding tightly in her hands on the desk. Upon closer inspection, the beam gun. Did you shoot them with that? That's right. But don't worry, okay? They're not completely broken. I just disabled them temporarily. Kulala ran up to Siri and Nigo. She gave them a quick inspection, then turned to Tsubasa. They're dead! What? Just kidding, Tsubasa is right. A few circuits are shorted, but they're not totally broken. With a few repairs, it should be easy enough to bring them back. Huh? But how? I thought the beam gun was harmless. No, they even brought this up before. It's the same one that caused all the arguing on day 67, isn't it? You said it was just a toy. I wasn't being completely truthful. I didn't know how to explain it to all of you, so I lied. But the part about it being harmless to the human body was true. If you really cranked up the output, you might be able to hurt a really small animal, but it's basically an anti-robot gun designed to disable electronic systems. But why would you make something like that? I knew one day you'd all want to save Shion. It was only a matter of time before you suggested it. I was equally sure that Siri and Nigo would get in the way, so I came up with a plan in anticipation of that. I asked Tsubasa to make the gun for me on the night of day 66. I didn't know you rolled like that, Eito. Am I finally going to get my praise? Later, honey, I'll pat you on the head so much your hair will start falling out. You don't mean that literally, do you? Everyone burst into laughter. After it died down, Nozomi spoke up. Should we really be laughing right now? Siri and Nigo are out of commission. Is it really such a big deal? They haven't done a lot for us during our defensive battles so far. The only times they were helpful were when they unleashed that new weapon on day 15. And when they played the folk song on day 47. Let's just forget all about them. I couldn't agree more. I'm so glad someone finally shut them up. There's only 9 days left. We should be fine without them for a while. The others nodded approvingly. There wasn't a single person who disagreed. But then it's settled. Tsubasa, do you mind getting back to your work? Not at all. I'm going to make the perfect life support system for Shion, but I'm still going to need some time. It's pretty complex work. I estimate it'll take me 7 more days to finish.
7 days?
In other words, it'll be ready on day 98. That's cutting it real close. We're just going to have to trust Tsubasa. Let us know if we can help. Takumi and Shoma would be happy to do even the most trifling chores.
What about everyone else?
It's okay. I don't need any support or anything. The one thing I do need is silence, I guess. I need to be able to focus, so...
You want us to leave you alone?
If you don't mind. Got it. Okay, everybody out. Tsubasa will take it from here. We patted Tsubasa on the shoulder just like yesterday, giving her words of encouragement as we exited the garage. 9 days until day 100. My heart is racing knowing that fateful day is drawing ever closer.
Up and at 'em, troop! Overcome the okay!
I don't know. My only concern at this point is, are we in the timeline where we get the pod stolen from? Hold on. We might even be able to tell. It's above these, right? So it's this route. Oh, wait, no. Beck, is it this route? Yeah, okay. At some point, Hiruko goes and steals the, Hiruko goes to the SF timeline to steal the baby jar. So, maybe it's in 97. I don't know. But yeah, one of these timelines is getting fucked over. I ate breakfast, went back to my room, and set off on my usual routine. There's also the question, too. Ending 100, everyone is alive, right? So even though that's a not good ending, I don't know. I don't know. I already said this, didn't I? All right, let's go. Right. So, I don't know. Is there a route where Takumi dies early? Because that could also be a possible route where the people could come from, right? Who's to say, though, that, like, I don't know. I think there is reason to believe that the route that those people come from, a lot of classmates have died by then, right? But who's to say? Who's to really say? It was something that one of the twins said because they both sounded surprised that they were alive. No. The recovery I actually don't like. And I don't, whatever, it's fine. I kind of don't want the recovery to happen. Everybody, I have some good news and bad news. Which one should I start with? It's about the bomb, right? Because tomorrow's the fight. After dinner, Yugamu offered everyone in the cafeteria a choice.
Oh.
How about the good news first? I've formulated the poison to weaken Dal Shah. You have? Yes, with the lovely Ava's assistance, of course. Yay! Fine work, Mr. Omokage. Gratitude to the Lady Ava as well. Oh, all I did was donate blood. Then what's the bad news? I won't be able to stick needles into Ava's pretty flesh anymore. A tragedy so great I might never be able to recover. That's just a you problem. How about you, Kulala? Did you finish up yet? Yes, the trap is ready. All that's left is to load it with Yugamu's poison. Oh yeah, now we can pulverize that geezer. Sir Dal Shah will be back tomorrow morning, right? There's no need to hold back, everyone. Let's kill that senile old freak without a trace of mercy. Ava thrust her fist high into the air. Everyone else looked just as determined. Hey, how's Tsubasa doing? She's holed up in the garage working on the life support system. I brought her dinner a while back, and she said she's still fine without help. Excuse me, burped. Apparently, she finds it easier to focus when she's alone. Then we'll just have to keep cheering her on. That's right. Let's all pray she finishes it soon. After that, we all went back to our rooms to prepare for tomorrow's battle. 8 days left until day 100. Our destiny was so close I could almost taste it. We gathered in the war room before the morning announcement played. I've loaded the poison gas into a trap. Here it is. I did my best, but I only managed to make one, so we only have one shot at this. That's more than enough. Good work. By the way, this isn't automatically activated like a landmine, so once it's set somewhere, we'll need to lure Dal Shah over to it. If we can manage that, we need to clear the area. Once we're at a safe distance, we can activate it remotely. I'll handle setting up the trap. What? I haven't been able to make myself useful to you guys at all. I want to do something for you, so please let me do this. Nozomi insisted with a determined look in her eyes. She wasn't going to take no for an answer. Okay, we'll let you set the trap, Nozomi, so we don't have to change the dialogue in this battle. Thank you. Although her face was stiff with tension, Nozomi still managed to smile. The alarm started to sound immediately after.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode.
Why am I listening to this? Dalshaw's not alone this time.
He got so scared he had to bring backup.
That's so annoying. He's hard enough by himself. It's fine. If our trap strategy works, we'll be able to weaken him. You have me too. Shion! Sirei and Nigo are out of commission, aren't they? That means they can't stop me. I'm free to fight. If you need my power, just call for me. I'll back you up with everything I have. Glad to have you. Yeah, now I won't have to barf up the BLT I had this morning. Herc. I saw a slice of tomato come up. Let's do this, everyone. Kill, kill, kill. Yeah, we didn't come this far just to lose now. If we all work together, we can win this. Here we go. Special Defense Unit, move out. It surely can't be a good ending if we end up raising the entire Futurum again. Futurum, yeah. Because that kills Ava's daughter along with like a huge amount, well, potentially a huge amount of people. We still don't know how many people are on the satellite. We got teased on one route. The mystery route, I think? I don't know for sure.
You're finally here. I was tired of waiting.
You brought friends this time, huh?
I wanted to come alone, but that woman went and sent them with me.
That woman?
Feshness?
Well, that hardly matters. More importantly, let us begin. Or you can just go ahead and surrender.
What would happen if we did that?
Isn't it obvious? The Supreme Commander will execute you in the most horrific way possible.
Then we ain't surrendering!
You won't fare much better by fighting me. No matter your choice, your lives end here.
You sure about that?
There's only one way to find out.
Believe me, I can see how things will end.
Ready, everyone? Let's show this guy just how wrong he is about us.
poison is taking effect.
Let's pull his guts out before he can recover!
No, we shouldn't approach him yet. There's still poison in the air.
Then let's deal with the jobbers he brought with him first.
Yeah, take them out!
There. That's all of the cannon fodder dealt with. Now, only Sir Dalshaw remains.
Poison in my throat. My vocal cords can't speak.
And nobody wants to listen to your senile shit anyway.
The poison's cleared out. Now's our chance.
Okay, this ends now. Let's finish him off.
Not like this.
How could I lose? I should have killed you the last time I was here.
That reminds me. You said you had something you had to do.
What was it?
Had to visit his grave.
His grave?
I wanted to tell him before I fought you. To tell my son.
Your son? You had a kid?
Just kill me already. Grant me the proud death of a warrior.
Fishness.
Dalshaw, I've granted you the proud death you so desired. There is no higher honor than being absorbed by me.
Fishness. Why did you? His cryptoglobin!
Have you forgotten? I told you the last time I was here. I will win this war, even if I have to violate the teachings to do it.
Don't tell me you did this to the other commanders, too.
Yes. Pakram, Adamaku, the cowardly Turam Tammy and Nugank who fled, and also Quenzele, who I captured later. All of them offered me their cryptoglobin. I don't believe you met the ever-useless Parmeth, but I took their cryptoglobin as well.
Oh, no.
I now have formidable power. It would be trivial to crush you here and now. But now isn't the time. I must prepare.
Prepare? Prepare what?
I will return in 6 days. Wait in anticipation. Farewell.
With that, Veshness vanished. I watched her disappear into the distant skies above in stunned silence. Zoomed away like Superman.
6 days.
That's day 99.
That's likely to be our final battle.
Veshna said she's gotten even more powerful.
Can we beat her?
Of course we can. With all 16 of us, there's no way we won't win.
Hey, aren't you forgetting someone?
Shion. You're right. With you, that makes 17 of us.
Right!
Shion raised his voice with conviction. Everyone else nodded bravely.
Anyway, that's another victory for the Special Defense Unit!
Time for the thing?
Let's do it!
Take it away, Mr. Sumino.
Got it. Ready? Go!
Special Defense Unit! Best in the world! Indestructible and undefeated! Never lose! Never yield! Special Defense Unit! Fight on!
17 voices resonated together. The next victory chant would be our last. The thought excited me, but at the same time, some feelings of apprehension lingered inside of me.
A fine morning is upon us. It's your 94th day of active service here at the Last Defense Academy. The end of your school days is so close. Now then, keep your spirits up.
All right, none of that's important.
Hey, Tsubasa, is the life support system ready yet?
I told you it'd be done on day 98, didn't I? Don't rush me. Once we'd cleaned up our dishes after breakfast, we hung around in the cafeteria and talked about what was coming.
Sorry to open my prolapsed hole of a mouth, but I've been wondering something. Even if we manage to put baby Shion in the jar on day 98, won't we still have to fight Veshnas on day 99?
If we take the baby out of the defense room device, the energy supply to the missiles will be cut off. Since the final attack won't launch, this mission will be humanity's loss.
You suggesting that the hag won't bother fighting if that happens?
Oh.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. She's most certainly coming here to take the baby herself. We can hardly just hold up a white flag. Dal Shah said we'd be executed if we surrendered. In essence, there's no way for us to avoid fighting Veshnas on day 99. For a moment, everyone looked uneasy, but the twins were undeterred. It's fine. Like Takumi said yesterday, we're sure to win. That's right, we don't have anything to worry about. And once we beat Veshnas, the escape pod will be deployed on day 100. Then we all, why do they keep using her evil face? Then we all board it and head for the artificial satellite. That's how we get the happiest of all happy endings, Kyo-ho-ho. Everyone's faces turned cheerful again. I was relieved to see it.
But just to be sure, this escape pod thing is really, for sure, definitely going to deploy, right?
It's hard to trust something that's basically just hearsay from Sirei. Then why don't we go find out? Huh? Hiroko and I know where the escape pod is kept. We saw it in another timeline. Hiroko and I led everyone to the hangar. When we got there, however, we couldn't believe what we were seeing. Did we fuck up? Did we not spray everything down with the antibacterial shit? This is the escape pod? But it's a corroded mess. No. This can't be. Everyone stood as if they'd been nailed to the spot, dazed. A thick, chilling silence fell over the hangar. Eventually, Tsubasa broke it. It's the particle bacteria. The thing that messed with the school bus. From the state of the pod, that has to be it.
But we sprayed QB liquid all over the school way back on day 42!
There must have been some bacteria that survived. Maybe it was already in the vents by the time we started spraying. And then it found its way here. I think so. In this state, even if the pod is functional, it's not going to be able to break through the atmosphere. Do we have any QB liquid left? Even if we have a drop, we can use the replicator to make more.
That's right, let's hose this thing down and kill all the bacteria.
I guess we could do that, but look at how bad this damage is. It's not the kind of thing we can repair with duct tape and poly filler. How many days would you need to fix it, Tsubasa? Tsubasa bit her lip. Then she answered with a deep sigh. Going as fast as I could, maybe 50 days.
50?
Utter despair showed on everyone's faces. Nobody could find anything to say. We just stood aghast as gloom filled the air. Now that bad things have started happening, I'm not actually as worried about this being the fucked up route. We might actually be in the clear. We might be in the clear.
A fine more. It's yours. Now then, keep.
After the morning announcement, I headed for the cafeteria. I had the feeling I wouldn't have much of an appetite, but I wanted to see everyone. They were all there already when I arrived. Well, not all of them. One person was missing. Is Tsubasa in the garage?
Yes, she's still working on the life support system.
Ain't shit we can do about the escape pod now.
She said she wanted to prioritize the life support system instead.
It seemed like everyone had regained some composure overnight. There was still a gloominess to their brave faces, but at least we were capable of holding a conversation again.
Do you think the life support system will be ready in time?
It better be. Without that, we can't get the baby out of the defense room.
If that happens, the missiles will be fully charged and the final attack will launch on day 100.
And with the escape pod in such dire state, we'd be unable to leave the planet.
Without the life support system, the rest of us are screwed too.
If it isn't finished,
we'll all be killed.
Huh? I won't let that happen. Shion, there's a way to save all of you, even if the system isn't finished on time. Don't say it. You'll have to kill me by taking my real body out of the machine in the defense room. Well, what are you saying?
We couldn't.
How could we possibly? That's not happening. I shouted down Shion's suggestion and glared at him. I fucking hate you. Everyone else backed me up. I appreciate the sentiment, but I'd rather you didn't worry about me. We've only had a short time together, but I've had so much fun with all of you. I'm satisfied with the life I've been able to live.
Knock it off, man. That shit don't change anything.
You're our friend. We can't just throw you away like that. Hold it, everyone. This is all still hypothetical, remember?
That's right. As long as the life support system gets finished, we won't have anything to worry about.
By the way, there's something I'd like to ask you, Shion. Could you use your powers to stop the missiles from launching? I'm afraid not. The missile launch is entirely automated.
What about the energy supplied to the missiles? Can you stop it from draining you?
Unfortunately, that's not possible either. The energy is spontaneously released from my body. Even if we cut all the pipes in the defense room or destroy the missiles, the outcome would be the same. Doing it might stop the final attack, but the baby inside the device would be consumed by its own flames.
See, it's just like I said, we're screwed if Tsubasa doesn't finish that life support system.
Indeed, it's the only way for us to remove Shion from the machine. At any rate, we're just going to have to let Tsubasa work her magic. This is so frustrating. I really want to help her, but she insists she's better off working alone.
She should at least let me rub her boobs. I mean, her back!
You're the reason she's so guarded right now. Suddenly, Shion spoke up, his expression rather uncomfortable. I'm sorry.
What are you apologizing for?
Well, you're going through all this for my sake, so I'm sorry.
Cut it out, Shion.
If you apologize one more time, you'll face the wrath of my galactic bazooka. What? It's not like we're being forced to help you against our will. We love you. That's the only reason we're doing this. So you don't have to apologize. We're saving you from our own sakes, Sir Shion. Thank you, everybody. Tears welled up in Shion's eyes. He wiped his face to hide them. The boy made a fire is crying. That's not it. I just got smoke in my eyes. Everyone smiled at Shion. It seemed like he wasn't used to getting this much attention. Well, I'm going to get going. I'll see you all soon. So there's obviously still the real possibility that the jar gets stolen in this timeline, and then that sends them down like ultimate despair, right? Because they can't stop the fire or the missiles from going unless we go into something similar to the 100th ending. Not 100th ending. It's ending 1. What am I saying? There's also the possibility that that this is all just to like put us on guard, but we actually get the better ending of the two routes here, because I'm very convinced. I'm at. Oh, wait a second. What the fuck? Oh, I just meta myself here. Whoops. Oh, wait. Yeah. So this is the coin toss, right? You'll notice this goes down unless the paths move. This is the ending that gets cut short. Huh, interesting. He disappeared in a flustered huff, leaving behind a few droplets on the ground where he'd been standing. What would end that route prematurely? I left everyone and went back to my room. I only have a little longer with them here at the school. The ideas made me feel a little sad. I need to treasure the time I have with them. And so I went off on my usual rounds. Actually, let's try just talking to someone. Like, is Shion available? No, it doesn't look like it unless, wait, were there any other groups? I don't know. Didn't they blow themselves up? No, well, so that's the thing. Okay, I should preface this by saying that as we kept going down this route, around day 92 or something, I started to think to myself, like, maybe we should start playing these at the same time, because if we get, like, back-to-back, if you know what I mean, or not back-to-back, that's not the right term, but go a few days, then switch over and go a few days. Because if this one turns out to be the better ending, it's going to feel rough going down the bad ending. I still don't think this is the golden ending, to be completely honest with you. I think there's still, like, sorry, I'm jumping all over the place here, but let me finish my thought. Let's pretend that maybe this is the golden ending. If we get the golden final ending here, would we still want to go down this route? I don't know. Depends how satisfying. I think we would still want to. Because there's definitely some stuff that we're not getting context for, like when they jump, when they're waiting for that one, when Hideko 5 and Takumi 5 end up being late and getting stuck in their timeline, right? So that, I don't remember when that happens, but it's sometime after the split. Obviously, they don't blow themselves up because we see Hiroko and Takumi during the leap when they're getting the Omega material. So why isn't there a choice for them to go and do that? Morphogenetic field, maybe? Or, you know, memories of this timeline, perhaps? And if so, then that would make you think that you would want to play this route first before you play this other route. But why does it end at 95? Do they somehow get a way to leave sooner? I refuse to believe, going back to the whole true ending thing, I kind of refuse to believe that, like, the true ending or golden route ending is going to leave so many things unanswered. Like what happens to the artificial satellite that causes their communications to black out or cut out? We know in some routes, post original 100 days, at least one route, that Veshnes just blows up the freaking satellite. I guess that's the second scenario. And that's what it seems like she's going to do now as well. She's telling us to wait for day 99, so I think she's going to blow up the satellite again. So I don't think this is going to be the golden ending. But I also don't think the golden ending can happen with the bombs going off, because that means Commune's daughter dying. Ava has to survive. Well, we already know that from how everyone needs to survive, and I'm assuming Ava actually counts as one of the students at this point. Who knows? Maybe that's just stuff to hook people to play past the prologue, but what is it? Like, there are so many questions here that remain unanswered. Like, so unless we get context here, there's also a good possibility that, like, the actual bad, or the very worst ending we could have is going to be the final ending of this game, where we figure out that we sacrifice everything to make the mystery timeline ending 100 into the best timeline, right? Which this would kind of feel similar to Eye of the Somnium Files too, even if Uchikoshi didn't actually write that game. It's kind of in his wheelhouse, if you will, like the bittersweet sort of, like see it through to the end and you're not satisfied, so you do something, you have to keep playing, and then you get an ending that kind of that makes you feel like shit, sort of. Nope. That's another thing too. No one knows about the truth at this point. And I think that's probably pretty critical as well, right? Anyways, okay, getting back to it. The truth about their origins, if you will. To be fair, that's not even necessary for this path. Like the second whatever, Last Defense Academy second scenario isn't even crucial to the it didn't help us get the story unlock either, so that would kind of wild in retrospect. If you have time to gallivant around like this, you have time to train. Okay, so no unique dialogue. Let's try giving a gift out. Plus stand.
For me?
Yeah, I've been trying to think, like, why is the Takumi Gaku best friend route even a thing? What the hell is going on with that route? I think it's really interesting that particular route, no one else dies. So even though everyone hates them for it by the end of it, it's hilarious because whatever they were doing was making Nozomi sick. And it kept her from killing people. Oh, they're geniuses. And if they keep it up, like, even, obviously the routes don't extend past, but hypothetically speaking, if they kept it up when they're back on the artificial satellite, assuming it's in an okay shape at that point, I don't think it is though. But if they did do that, then Nozomi would never be able to kill again. No, obviously, like, if you're Nozomi in that situation, you're more than capable of distancing yourself from Takumi at some point, right? Okay, anyways. Let's give a gift to another oh, whoops, that's not it. Let's give a gift to another character to see if we get any additional dialogue. Hold on, maybe... Is it anyone in the morgue? No. All right, Kulala, we'll give you a gift. Oh, she doesn't actually like a factory photo book. Okay.
Make sure you get some serious... Well then.
5 days left until day 100. But what if our plan doesn't work? What will we do then? I'd avoided thinking about it during the day, but maybe the darkness was to blame for the disturbing shadows creeping through my mind. If she can't finish the life support system in time, all of us will. I quickly shook my head, driving away those pessimistic thoughts.
Hey!
It's fine. Things will work out. They have to, and they will. I repeated it like a mantra as I crawled into bed. The night felt unusually long. By the time I finally fell asleep, the haze of twilight was already drifting across the inside of my room. I don't know. I'm starting to second guess myself. Maybe this route is the fucked route.
A fine morning. It's your 90... Now then,
Hey! Tsubasa?
How are things going?
I told you all to leave me alone. What are you doing here anyway? Well, oh, actually, this is great. This is good. If they don't have it complete yet, then it couldn't be stolen. Well, today is day 98, you know?
You said you'd have the life support system ready by now, right?
We were just wondering if maybe you were close.
I didn't say I'd have it done by day 98. I said on day 98. So anytime today before the stroke of midnight? What's with your tone? Are you trying to rush me? I'm busting my ass off over here. Everyone fell silent. We couldn't argue with that. Anyway, I need to be alone to concentrate. I'm sorry, but I really need you all to go. If you don't want to get burned alive by the final attack, that is. It was unusual for Tsubasa to be so blatantly on edge. Her eyes were bloodshot and dark circles hung under them. She probably hadn't slept for the past few days. Everyone, let's do what she says. We have to trust her to finish it. Let's get going. I lightly tapped everyone on the shoulder, gave Kawana a deep nod, and left the garage. We hadn't eaten any breakfast yet, so we stopped at the cafeteria. But I wasn't in the mood to eat. Everyone else seemed to feel the same. They stood around without heading to the counter to make any food. Hey, what time does the final attack start on day 100 anyway? It should be around 10 o'clock in the morning.
Huh?
We've got another 50 hours to go then. Will the life support system be ready in time? Tsubasa said it would be done before the day was over. We just have to believe in her. A heavy tension filled the air, but suddenly Dotomi cut right through it. Ooh, I have an idea. Everyone looked at Dotomi in confusion. Takumi, Mistress Hiruko, you said there were set times when you can parallel leap, right? Yeah, we did. When's the next window? Today, from 9:20 to 11:50 p.m. Perfect timing, then my plan might actually work. What plan is this? We should all jump to a different timeline. We can find one with an intact escape pod and use that to go to the satellite. Pretty smart, right? Everybody's faces lit up, their eyes sparking with hope, but no, we can't do that. Why not? We won't be able to bring the baby with us without the life support system. We'd be leaving Shion to die. There are other reasons not to as well. I heard something from Shion yesterday. Boarding is restricted on the escape pod. Only special defense unit members registered with the pod can board. If an unregistered outsider gets in, the pod won't launch. So I won't be allowed on board. Oh well. Do not worry about me. It's not just you. Even if we brought the baby and the life support device on board, he isn't registered. So we can't take him either. Oh, for the love of murder. Wait, how does this work? There's a fucking plot hole in, whoa, what route is it? Killing game route. Because they have two people that aren't registered. They have, Commune, and they have the baby. Wait, is it that specific ending? It's one of the killing game routes. Yeah. We'd also have to consider the special defense unit in whatever timeline we leap to. Some of them may have lost their lives, but at least a few should have survived. We'd be stealing their futures if we used their pod. It amounts to killing another timeline's versions of ourselves. We couldn't do that, could we? The glimmer vanished from everyone's eyes. We had no counter-argument. We have to stay in this timeline and grapple with the destiny given to us. That's right. We need to do what we can here. What do you mean? Tomorrow's our final battle with Veshnes. We need to be in a good mental and physical condition for that. Not just for ourselves, but also for Tsubasa, who's working herself to the bone all by herself.
You're right. Even if she finishes the life support system, everything goes to shit if we lose.
Enough worrying. If we let our minds get weak, our bodies will follow.
Whoa, Gaku being positive. Everybody, let's hold firm. We'll trust in Tsubasa and keep waiting. Suddenly, the unease vanished from everyone's faces. There was a new glint in their eyes this time, one of hope. To me, it looked like the flames of passion burning in anticipation of tomorrow's battle. I don't even know if they actually launch, if they finish launching in that ending or not. Everyone dispersed to their rooms. After a short rest, I went off on my usual rounds. Today is day 98. Tomorrow's the final battle. This will probably be my last time doing this. I don't know. There's a possibility that the other route that ends around day 95 is maybe it just moves, if you know what I mean. Maybe it moves. Who knows? Like, things move around, new places are made, blah blah blah. But maybe ending earlier is important because you stop the final attack. If they can launch the escape pod with the baby earlier, and assuming it works with the baby, then maybe it's fine. Who knows? I also see a possible ending where it's Hiruko and Takumi both actually stay behind too. Like that could be a pretty good ending as well. A good way to cap off the game. I'll try and do any upgrades first because we won't be able to after we travel. Whoops.
Let's go.
We didn't go back to our rooms after dinner. We hung around the cafeteria waiting in silence for news from Tsubasa. We spent an hour waiting. It was then that I noticed one of us was missing. Huh? Where's Hiruko? She said she had to go to the bathroom.
She's been gone for a while.
I felt a vague sense of unease. I'm going to go look for her. I let everyone know my plans and dashed out of the cafeteria. 8:35 p.m. Seeing the time reminded me of something. The next time we can parallel leap is today from 9:20 to 11:50 p.m. Could it be? Fucking run. Oh, yep. I sprinted down the hallway and into the entrance hall. Beside the door, there was only one fire extinguisher. I knew it. Damn, Hiruko. I took the remaining fire extinguisher and ran outside. Oh, Hiruko had probably gone to the lab. But what timeline could she be going to? Confused, I hurried through the ruined streets. We're definitely getting it stolen in this timeline, I feel like. I ran inside and looked around. No sign of anyone. There were white particles flickering throughout the room. I'm too late. I checked the machine's log. Immediately, I knew where Hiruko had gone. The serial killer timeline. But why there? I was clueless, but trying to reason it out wasn't going to do anything. I set up the machine and quickly put on my leap suit. All right, here I go. I want to look at the timeline real quick. Oh, hey, here's a timeline where we're not playing as Takumi. Right? Slasher, what now? Man, I don't remember this freaking ending. I don't remember that route at all. So we become a zombie. How do we become a zombie? We spend time with Nozomi, and then we get... Dude, I don't remember this. Do we get killed in this one? Is this the zombie route? Yeah, okay, so this is the zombie one, I think, right? Run into the wall. Okay, we must be controlling zombie Takumi in this route, I think. The school bus escape ending. Is that? I don't remember any involvement from leap suit wearers in those routes. I completed my leap and ran outside the lab. Still no sign of Hiruko. If she was going anywhere, it would have to be the school. I murmured to myself and took off running again. I took my leap suit off as soon as I could. I wanted to be as light as possible. I ran until I finally reached the academy. I looked around and immediately spotted Hiruko. She was hiding in the shadows, looking at something some distance away. I quietly made my way over until I was standing right beside her. Where did you come from? Could you announce your arrival next time? Despite her surprise, Hiruko still kept her voice down. What are you doing here anyway? Did you follow me?
Huh?
Yeah. How did you know I was me and not the me from this timeline? Well... Hiruko cast a sidelong glance. There were two people standing in that direction. It was the Hiruko and me from this timeline, Takumi 2 and Hiruko 2. Oh, okay. So this is when they, like, embrace or something. She hugs him.
I see. That's Takumi 2 over there.
Takumi 2 was sitting quietly on a bench, as still as a wax statue. Hiruko 2 stood before him, looking down on him with an affectionate gaze. Just then, a hoarse voice passed through Takumi 2's lips. Hey, Hiruko, please stay by my side just for a moment. Hiruko 2 didn't answer. She drew closer in silence, gently holding his head in her hands, and then... Just watching it made my body burn with a fever. I remembered everything. Her warmth, her pulse, even the sound of her breath. It was as if I could hear it right next to me. And of course, the scent of lavender, the sweet enchanting smell that tickled my nose.
It's okay. Everything will be all right.
My chest tightened at the sound of her soft voice. I was shaken, my mind utterly blank. That's right. I remember. Back then, I couldn't hold back the emotion surging inside of me, so I said,
Hiruko,
Day 98 is almost over. I'll be honest with you. To me, the events of this day, of this very moment, they were so precious, so irreplaceable, so important. It was the reason for everything.
Huh?
Everything? Yes. You mean why you came here? You wanted to see them again.
Oh.
No, that's not all. The reason I went to save Hiruko 2 with you on day 16. The reason I brought the power saw. The reason I lied about Takumi 2 being healed the next day. Everything I did was to make sure this moment would be recreated. In other words, I laid down all the tracks needed to create a line that leads to this moment. Because I wanted to protect this timeline. I didn't want this moment to disappear.
The Takumi over there is Takumi 2. The one with the Gi data in his brain. He's still infected. That's why he killed so many of his friends in this timeline. If I'd prioritized fixing him in the early stages, I could have built a line that avoided that tragedy. But I didn't. I knew what he was doing, and I turned a blind eye. Because I wanted to hear him say it. I wanted to hear you say it. That's why I did all this. That's the only reason. Ugh.
Do you despise me for it? You must think I'm a horrible person. No, those words aren't enough to describe what I've done. You killed everyone because the Gi stole your ability to reason. But the same can't be said for me. I made the conscious choice to allow all of this pain and suffering to take place. In that sense, my sin is far more grave. I know I can never be forgiven. That might be why I'm trapped in this endless loop. This is my punishment. I'm trapped in a prison I can never escape for all eternity, to pay for the horrible things I've done. I couldn't find my words. It was as if I'd been robbed of the ability to speak. On the one hand, Hiruko was right. Her crime was unforgivable. But for whatever reason, I couldn't bring myself to blame her. An indescribable, windingly complex heat wavered inside my mind. It was anger, hatred, and sadness, but it was also a heart-wrenching affection. Takumi 2 and Hiruko 2 huddled together in the darkness, one who had committed so many sins, and one who was about to commit even more. Two people bound in the chains of a cursed fate. But Hiruko had done everything just to see this very moment. We quietly watched and waited until the two of them parted. In the silence, shaky breaths filled the air. Hiruko's sobs spilled from her lips as she could no longer hold them back. What was the crime? She knew that they failed in the mystery timeline. Jesus, we have to go so high for this now. I'm looking for the specific points. Oh, no, further back. Yeah. So when we intervened... Nah, not here either. Son of a gun. Leave the school. Where is that? Oh, is it earlier? It might be earlier. I might be crazy. What the heck? No, where is it? Where is it? Oh, wait, no, I'm on the wrong route. It's the slasher route. That's why. Jesus, I'm stupid. Yeah, so she basically confessed that on day 16, when we failed to do the thing, I'm guessing this is what happens. So, like, on this playthrough, quote unquote, on this timeline we belong to, we happen to get because, you know, this is up to fate or whatever, up to what Takumi, what the player chooses on day 16, whether they kick the attacker or dodge the attack. If they dodge the attack, Takumi 1, so to speak, dies. And at that point, Hiruko, you know, does what she needs to do and fixes Takumi, and it becomes the fucking comedy timeline. But in our iteration of the SF timeline, when Takumi 2 manages to get away from our current Takumi, Hiruko plays dumb and says that she's fixed everything. And, you know, we were skeptical of that happening. And indeed, it turns out, of course, as we expected, she did not actually fix the route, and they never went back to the slasher route, right? So long story short, she just what's the word I'm looking for? Just admitted that she knew that they didn't fix things, but it was important to her that the route keep going so this scene could happen. In the silence, shaky breaths filled the air. Hiruko's sobs spilled from her lips as she could no longer hold them back. We made it back to our home timeline just before midnight last night. By the time we got back to the academy, the date had rolled over. Morning came and there wasn't any good news from Tsubasa. That's good. It's good that she hasn't finished it. It's great, in fact. It can't be stolen yet. The final battle is upon us. We need to ensure we win, not just for ourselves, but also for Tsubasa's sake as she works on the life support system. Is that understood? As much as I care about Tsubasa, I'm more concerned about how losing would be a death sentence. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Our strategy is exactly how Hiruko laid it out. Everyone remembers it, right? My power and the poison trap will use that 2-hit combo to weaken Veshness. The trap is good to go. Just like the last time, I can only make one, but it's ready to use whenever. I'll handle that. I figured it out in the battle with Dal Shah last time. I can do the same here. Thanks, Nozomi. Shion, don't overdo it. If you die, everything we've done will be for nothing. so I can't use up all my power. It's a tall order, but I'll make it work. Veshness's new technique will be a pain to deal with, though.
Hey!
You mean the Undying Flames attack she has now?
She gobbled up so much commander blood that she can do that kind of shit now, huh?
According to the information I have, yes. Where did you get that information from exactly? Hey, yeah, Syria and Nigo aren't working, so how do you know all of this? Well, that very moment, the door to the war room flung open and someone came rushing in. Tsubasa! Sorry to keep you waiting. I somehow managed to make it in time.
You mean?
Could it be? She nodded and pulled something out from behind her. The baby jar. Wahoo, you finished the life support system. Yeah, that's the part attached to the jar here. If we put the baby inside,
We can save Shion!
that's right, that's why I made it after all. You're amazing, Tsubasa. You really did it.
Great work.
Everyone else started to cheer, one after the other. Their faces were almost bursting with smiles. Tsubasa, you did this for me? What should I even say? Thank you doesn't even begin to cover it. I appreciate it so much, from the very bottom of my heart. Oh, stop it. Don't thank me. As long as you help us in the fight, that's enough. The alarm sounded, cutting off our conversation.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. On defense mode.
For the love of murder, looks like we're not going to make it to the defense room, even with the jar ready.
We're gonna have to take these guys out first.
Everybody, our final battle is here, but I have one thing to tell you before we start. Everyone's gazes shifted to me in unison. I met each of their eyes as I continued. No matter what happens out there, stay alive. Don't let yourself fall into the trap of thinking nothing matters just because you can be revived. For the past 99 days, we've survived without losing anybody, not a single person. This isn't my first time saying this, but this hasn't happened in any other timeline. What we've achieved here is nothing short of a miracle. We can't let this chance slip through our fingers, so I'm begging you, do not die. We have to finish this fight and survive together. I certainly have no intention of dying today. I want to stick with you guys for a long time to come. You accepted me in spite of everything I've done. I need to repay you for that.
I agree. Everyone happily let a creepy lump of lard like me be part of the team. I don't even want to imagine saying goodbye to all of you.
I agree. Why is she evil again? I agree. I want to live on as your possession forever. This can't be the good route. I can't let it end here. I need to protect my dear sister at least until she gets married. Brother dearest, I've got things I want to do before I die too. I still haven't gotten to enjoy a blood-soaked killing game with you guys. I think we're on the same page. I refuse to die without getting to dissect any of you.
Same here. I never even got to accidentally graze Tsubasa's boobs.
The moment you do, I'll have to kill you. Everyone, I will not allow you to lose now. That's right, we must prevail and put the baby in the jar.
Then we'll bring that final attack to a screeching halt and stay alive.
That's right, for day 101, day 102, and all the days after. Forever and always, all 17 of us. Forever? Yes, that's right. The Special Defense Unit is indestructible. Just like your Undying Flames will burn on forever. Everyone nodded firmly, full of resolve. Looking at their courageous faces, I gave the signal. Okay then, here we go. Special Defense Unit, move out for the final time.
want to fight!
I know you warned us, but...
There's so many of them! Just what you'd expect to see in a final battle.
And according to Hiroko, Veshnes won't be showing up right away.
Yes, as you can see, it's only her minions now. We'll need to deal with them first. Then let's hurry and kill them all.
Here we go!
Not like this.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel!
That's the cannon fodder dealt with.
Which means it won't be long.
She's already here. Get ready.
Just as Hiroko said, Veshnes had arrived, calmly approaching the battlefield from a distance. Oh, it is live. I just keep forgetting to change the visibility. Here, 1 second. Now it's there. Or now you should be able to find it. It's that whole stupid YouTube thing of like I apparently need to go and verify like my age or something by uploading some random bullshit. If I really feel like it, I guess. I could hear everyone's breath hitch. Tension filled the air. At last, Veshnes stood in place. She looked us up and down before she spoke.
Here I am, as promised. How rude of me to keep you waiting.
Yeah, whatever. We just used that time to get warmed up.
Let's finish this!
You're so utterly foolish, unaware that it all ends here.
You don't get to decide that!
We're going to win!
What a splendid answer, so teeming with false confidence. Don't stop on my account. Your impassioned speeches are the perfect prelude to the cries of despair you'll be making later.
I don't think so! Your ears don't deserve to hear my sonorous, delicate voice!
Yes, just like that. The greater your bravado, the greater the pleasure I'll feel when I take your heads off. Please, continue. Or are you out of ideas already?
Overlord Veshnes, I hear your command. Allow me. Shut the hell up, you hag. Stop running your mouth and fight.
Oh, Ava. Still enslaved by the enemy's ridiculous brainwashing, I see. Well then, have it your way! Wicked invaders! Repent your evil ways before your new god!
It's always goofy when you skip this battle, specifically with Shion doing an attack, because I don't know, it just looks dumb.
Everyone, careful! She's going to use that
Especially with this part.
That attack?
You mean...
So that's her new technique. An undying flames attack.
Damn it! I knew it was coming, but I couldn't get out of the way.
Huh? What are you talking about now? You knew about my newly mastered skill?
That's not all. We know all about your plan, too.
My plan?
Would you like me to tell you so you can fact-check it? If that's what you want, I'll tell you everything we know.
Go ahead. And tell me what it is you think you know.
You said something at the start of this battle.
Here I am, as promised. How rude of me to keep you waiting.
After our last fight, you told us you'd come today. You're here now, but the delay wasn't for dramatic effect. You actually couldn't come until you'd finished building it. Am I right?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. I mean the Undying Flame missile you've been putting together.
How do you know about that? Lady Hiroko is right. Veshna certainly did say something about needing to prepare.
Does that mean she was working on the missile?
Yes, but don't worry. It's not ready yet. Veshnas, you waited too late to violate your religion's taboo. That's why you couldn't complete it in this timeline.
Timeline? What in God's name are you talking about?
There's nothing you can do about it now. You're too late, Veshnas. Your fate is already sealed. You lose.
What? I have the power of a god. Scum like you couldn't possibly defeat me.
But we can, and we will. We've got our own power now. It's much stronger than yours. It's the power of our bond.
Such drivel. That's not worth anything.
Then let us show you just how strong it is.
That's right! Take a good look at how strong we are! All 17 of us united!
Enough of your nonsense! The next thing out of your mouths will be cries of agony!
Bring it on!
Okay, everyone, here we go!
Bow down!
Now then, is it my turn? Shion! Don't worry. I won't use all of my strength. Things will be all right. I'll save enough to skirt the line between life and death.
That's too dangerous. You need to keep it under control.
I'm telling you it's fine. I would never betray your trust like that. I'll fight for you. And I'll survive for you. I want you all to smile when this is over. Thank you, Shion. Don't thank me until we've won. Now then, let's do this!
We did it! Our plan worked!
You impertinent little rats!
The poison is taking effect!
Veshnas should be weakened! This is our chance! Let's not waste it for Shion, who gave it everything he had!
Such utter nonsense! I still have plenty of power left! More than enough to crush you!
She's bluffing. Don't back down now.
You really think we would?
I feel more ready to fight than ever!
My adrenaline is firing on all cylinders!
Everybody, this is it! The last push! Give it everything you've got and take her down!
Right! We have to win this!
For all of us!
For all our friends!
We cannot give up on our future!
We have nothing to fear. We can't lose.
Because we are the...
Special Defense Unit! Best in the world! Indestructible and undefeated!
I suddenly think this is the bad route.
Never lose! Never yield! Special Defense Unit!
We're fucked.
Fight on!
everybody! The future is ours for the taking!
Species as ugly as yours? This can't be! I refuse! I refuse! Someone as great as I can never be defeated!
Now that you've won, there is only despair in this planet's future. Truly, the worst of all bad endings!
Our victory signaled the end to all the fighting, but we didn't have time to bask in the afterglow. We deactivated our class armor and gathered outside of the defense room. Look, the wall of fire is gone. Shion must have gotten rid of it for us. Where is he? Everyone glanced around. Nobody had an answer.
Don't tell me! He burned up all his freaking power!
No, that's not possible. He said he'd survive for us.
He's probably just exhausted.
Yeah, maybe he used up too much power to keep making that avatar of his.
Let's hurry. We need to get him his physical body out of here. Tsubasa, do you have the jar? You brought it, right? Of course I did. Do you really think I'd forget something that important? Oh, thank God. Oof.
Then let's go. When do we get screwed over by the other timeline? We stepped inside the defense room. It wasn't the first time for any of us. Shion had guided the others there before, during one of the times Hiroko and I were away. So instead of looking surprised, everyone had an awkward sense of tension in their face.
My heart is racing.
Indeed, I haven't felt my pulse thrum this hard since my first night with the Holy Jumanji sword. I wasn't sure what that meant, but I didn't care. I ignored her. I slowly approached the device housing Shion's physical body. We stood before it and tried to breathe evenly. I could practically hear everyone's heartbeats around me. It's finally time. That's right. This is the moment that will seal our fate. How do we take him out? Takumi, do you have your infuser? Yeah. Then if you don't mind. Got it. I took up my infuser and raised it. Seeing this, Tsubasa quickly opened the jar. Okay, I'm ready. All right, here goes.
Well?
Did it work? Yeah, everything's fine. Don't worry. The life support system is operating normally. The baby, he's okay. Everyone inhaled deeply. Now that all the tension had been let out, we started to celebrate. All right, we did it.
Hell yeah!
Just as planned. Now Shion doesn't have to die. And that's not all. We've stopped the energy supply to the missiles, too. The final attack won't launch tomorrow. In other words, all of us, we're saved.
Yeah!
Yay!
Long live the Special Defense Unit.
You guys are the best. I love you all. Our cheers echoed so loudly, the rafters were practically shaking. The others leapt up and down and danced for joy, swinging their heads around. Overjoyed, I watched them, my hand to my chest as I let out a sigh of relief. Phew. Not long after, Shion showed up. But something was wrong. He was staring down, biting his lip. What's the matter? I'm sorry. Well, what are you apologizing for? Our plan worked. We're going to survive. And you are too. I know. That's why I'm apologizing. What do you mean? Come on, Shion, answer us. Everyone stared at Shion. We waited with bated breath for him to speak. Finally, softly and with an anguished look on his face, he did. I already finished charging them.
What?
The missiles are already full. Well, what are you saying? It's only day 99. It's not possible for them to be charged that soon. That's right. That's how it's always been in all the other timelines Hiruko and I know about. Perhaps Shion's feelings were too intense. His passion, his feelings, and affection for us, maybe they burned a little too brightly. Nigo did mention something like that before. The more positive the emotions Shion feels, the greater the supply of energy. Shion closed his eyes and nodded. A cold silence fell over the room.
So if they're all full of energy...
The final attack is gonna launch after all!
Wait. Why don't we work together and destroy all the missiles? We can't do that. Why not? If we do, we'll set off the intercept system. It's a stronger foe than Veshnes ever was. Even with all our might, we could never hope to beat it.
Shion, is that true?
Unfortunately, yes. There's no doubt about it. I couldn't control it even with my power. If you fight the intercept system, you'll all most certainly be killed. So then, the final attack. That's right. It will launch tomorrow at 10 in the morning.
No.
The missiles were already full of energy. At least they weren't launched immediately. Apparently the control system hadn't been designed with this possibility in mind. The final attack was a significant event in the history of the people living on the artificial satellite. Starting it even a day early could very well cause unforeseen problems for them. They probably just see it as all part of the show. Disgusting. It makes me sick. But it wasn't all misery for us. In essence, this meant we'd been given a reprieve of half a day. We used our limited time to think hard. How could all of us survive? If we pressed on until 10 a.m. without doing anything, the final attack would launch, and all life on the planet would be obliterated by undying flames. There was no way to escape the flames. Hiding somewhere with thick walls or deep underground wouldn't save us. We were guaranteed to be killed by the relentless, all-consuming fire. We couldn't destroy the missiles in the defense room either. There was no way we could beat the intercept system. And of course, there was the issue of the escape pod. It was completely corroded by the particle bacteria, so we wouldn't be able to use it to escape. So what do we do? Is there a way to save us all? Just then, Tsubasa spoke, her face pale with terror. We made it so far too. This is so cruel. There's nothing we can do. I'm feeling more positive about this route, by the way, now. No one said a word after that. Silence hung in the air, gloom permeating every inch of the room. Soon and without mercy, dawn arrived, without us ever finding a solution. We heard Sirei's overly positive announcement for Day 100 play.
Troops, congratulations! This is your 100th morning at the Academy! At long last, the time has come! On this auspicious day, the long-held wish of humanity will finally be realized! The most important battle of all will be upon us momentarily. Please, Follow the orders provided through the announcement system quickly and without delay. Get yourselves in order before then! I'll see you shortly, soldiers!
Man, screw that.
I know it's pre-recorded, but it irks me to no end. But what are we going to do? The question had been asked over and over, but there was still no one who could answer. Maybe this is it.
Yeah, maybe it's time for us to give up.
Hearing that must have pushed her over the edge. With an anguished sound, Hiruko ran out of the cafeteria. Hey, Hiruko! I rushed after her. I caught up with Hiruko in our usual spot behind the school. She ground to a halt, turned around, and shrieked in frustration. Why? Why does it have to end like this? We did everything right. All 17 of us survived. Why is it still not enough? Hiruko's eyes were brimming with tears. They slid down her cheeks one after another. I knew it. We're cursed, trapped in this cursed cycle. We'll never escape this loop.
Hey!
No! What? You can't give up. It's not like you, Hiruko. We can break free of the loop. I'm going to take you out of here with me one way or another. I promised you that, remember? I swore this would be our last timeline, that the loop would end here. Today is day 100 and we're all alive. All we have to do now is build our own future. A future where we can all be happy, where I can be happy with you, Hiruko. Takumi. The tears had vanished from Hiruko's eyes, perhaps in the face of my overwhelming insistence. Yes, you're right. I want to believe that too. But you have to look at reality. We're hemmed in on all sides. There's nowhere we can go. It's like someone put a lock on every door that surrounds us. Something sparked in my mind the moment I heard that word. Wait, did you say lock?
Huh?
You did, right? You said lock. I did, but what does that have to do with anything? I quickly pulled out the device and checked the blood space wave schedule. We can leap today between 5:50 and 9:50 a.m. It's 7:30 a.m. right now. The window is already open. Well, wait, where are you suggesting we go? The Invader Hunt timeline. The one with the killing game. That's right. But that timeline is locked. Oh, locked. What you said just now reminded me of what you told me before. I don't know when 803 locked it, but it was sometime between day 45 and 49. Whenever it was, the lock will only be removed after 50 days have passed. Even if he locked it on day 49, 50 days later would be day 99, right? The machine will be unlocked now. We can jump to the hunt timeline. Some of the conditions we needed to meet are already present in that timeline, so it's okay. You don't have to explain. Let's go and tell the others. Right. I want to take a look at that timeline real quick. Is there one where everyone's dead? No, there's only one killing game. Unless, hold on a second. This is when we run away, right? Kill the baby! And everyone dies. I'm pretty sure if we kill the baby... Oh, wait, no, hold on. What happens if we kill the baby, then only Takumi and the baby... Or the baby dies, and then Takumi leaves the... I don't remember if Takumi leaves the escape pod or if they get killed. I can't remember. I think they all die, actually, right? So they could just take this route, the bad ending of the killing game route, because everyone's dead there. Wait, was that one of the required endings? No, it wouldn't be. It was not a required ending. Unless there was a lock that we unlocked that needed ending 86 that we just didn't know about, right? Because no, hold on. That's not true. I think the last couple story locks just went back and forth, basically, right? It was only ending 100 that we needed for one of them. I see, so that's it.
Huh? Basically, well, we all need to jump to this hunt timeline you're talking about.
Then we can use the escape pod there. That's exactly what I suggested 2 days ago. Right, and Mr. Sumino was like, we can't steal the escape pod from another timeline. We'd be killing ourselves. Or am I remembering wrong? So why is it suddenly okay now? I'm sorry to say it, but everybody in that timeline is already... Oh no. Are they really?
Dead?
Yes. The survivors of the Hunt timeline were all killed on day 93. They sacrificed themselves to finish Veshness. One more thing, the baby in that timeline is gone too. Let's not talk about why. I see, so I died like everyone else. The others grew stiff, at a loss for words. There was a plaintive look on their faces. I couldn't say I expected any less. Who could keep calm after hearing that we'd all died in another timeline? Well, well, I guess there was one person. What's the point in crying about it? You can't bring back the dead. We need to keep pushing forward so their sacrifices won't be in vain. We need to live on not just for ourselves, but for them too. Irreverent attitude aside, she was right. You're not wrong. We need to think positively. I feel bad for them, but now we can use their escape pod without feeling guilty about it. Let's pay our respects to them by using their pod. Everyone bit back their disdain and nodded. Wait a moment, isn't boarding restricted to only official members of the Special Defense Unit? Don't worry about that. Oh, it's because they reprogrammed the pod. I remember. This escape pod got eaten up by the particle bacteria too. But because their Tsubasa repaired it, it's good as new now. And when she fixed it, she replaced everything, including the entire circuit board. Wow, I'm a genius. There definitely won't be any problem then. The original program will be totally overwritten with no boarding restrictions. So even unofficial members like myself and the baby, you'll be able to get on just fine. Trust me. Thank you. Sincerely, I'm so grateful. Thank you. Hey, don't thank me. It was a different timeline Tsubasa who did it. Anyway, that about sums it up. That's why we're going to the Hunt timeline. Everybody there is dead and the pod's boarding restrictions have been disabled. It's our best, maybe our only shot.
Woohoo! The details are too much for me, but all I know is everything's gonna be okay.
If we go to the Hunt timeline, we'll all be saved.
Hell yeah!
Takimaru pumped his fist into the air and everyone let out a cheer. Okay, let's get going, right? Oh, but what about Sirei and Nico? Let's take them with us. They're part of the team too. And so we headed for the lab with the completely immobile Sirei and Nigo in tow. Shion had vanished. Keeping his avatar materialized meant consuming energy, so he returned to being the baby now kept inside the jar. Hey, can we get going already? We're wasting time hanging around here. Dotomi ran off ahead. The rest of us followed after her.
Oh.
I checked the PLM. We're good to go. The device on the other side is unlocked. Just like I thought. Now we can leap to the Hunt timeline. By the way, Hideko, you said the baby in that timeline passed away, right?
Oh.
Yes. Did he die on the same day as everyone else? That's right, on day 93. So the final attack won't be launched in that timeline. There's no way the missiles would be full of energy by day 93.
You saying there's no rush?
But emotionally speaking, I'd like to get it done as soon as possible.
That's right. Knowing we can use the pod makes me want to get right in there and leave the shithole forever.
I'm with you guys. Let's hurry. I opened the lockers. Are there enough suits? I was about to hand out leap suits to everybody, but... Wait, I'll do it. Suddenly, Hideko took over, giving out the leap suits one by one. She's taking the damaged one. No! We had 17 suits in total. There were 16 of us, so we had one extra. Sirei and Nigo didn't need them since they were robots, but the baby did. At first, we tried stuffing the jar inside of someone else's suit, but that didn't work, so we ended up wrapping the jar in the remaining suit. Damn it. Everyone got their suit on.
Yep, and it fits like a glove.
Oh, yep, and it fits like a glove. The machine was configured. The blood space waves were already surging. We could jump right away. We all jumped onto the platform. Tsubasa was holding the suit with the baby jar inside it. This was probably going to be our final parallel leap. I slammed down on the red button and jumped into the crowd, and then one last time. Okay, here goes.
Fuck.
Everything was going good. Couldn't they just have given the shitty suit to Gaku? Damn it. The leap was complete. Everyone took off their suits and rushed out of the lab. Left on our own, Hiroko and I changed back into our regular clothes, but just then, I was gripped by intense deja vu. I'd seen this somewhere before. In another timeline. No, that wasn't it. It had been on day 86. Just like after we visited the timeline where the academy was blown up, Hiroko was hunched over.
Hey, are you okay?
She didn't answer. She was breathing hard, one hand pressed to the wall, her shoulders heaving. In her other hand, she held a leap suit, the one she'd been wearing. I ran to her side and looked at the suit. There was a hole. The suit had a tiny hole in the back.
You knew about this hole, didn't you? That's why you gave out the suits.
I had to. If somebody had to wear it, then...
But this isn't the first time. You did it on day 86, too.
That's right. That was just a coincidence. I just happened to pick it. I must have terrible luck.
The hole in Hiroko's suit meant she was definitely suffering from leap damage.
If you parallel leap 2, maybe 3 more times with exposed skin, your body will eject all of its cryptoglobin. That means no more revivals. You'll die, and you'll stay dead.
Why would you do something so stupid?
It's fine. This is fine. I've done horrible things after all. I don't think this will absolve me, but this is the least I can do to atone. Now, let's get going. Everyone's waiting for us.
Hiroko and I went outside. We joined the others and immediately made a dash for the school. I'm fine, don't worry about it. Hiroko tried to reassure me as she ran. She didn't look too bad, but I didn't feel any kind of relief. We needed to get into the pod as quickly as possible so she could rest. That was all I could think as I kept putting one foot in front of the other. Eventually,
We made it.
but doesn't something seem odd? Odd how? He's right, there's something coming out of the top of the building.
No.
It can't be.
As if to confirm our realization, an automated announcement began blaring out of the PA system.
An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily. Special Defense Unit members, please evacuate to the schoolyard immediately.
But why?
This isn't what you told us, Takumi.
The baby was supposed to be gone, so the attack wouldn't launch. Just then, Shion appeared. Hey, Shion, what the fuck is happening? Why is the attack launching? I don't know. I can't imagine how it could have built up that much energy.
We have to hurry and get to the escape pod.
But when even is it? Where even is it? Everyone looked around, but the pod was nowhere to be found. It's 9:30 a.m. right now. The attack is scheduled to start at 10 a.m. The pod won't come out of the schoolyard until just before the attack. The next moment, I had a flashback. I remembered what the Tsubasa from this timeline had told me.
If we replace the control system circuit board, we'll be able to manually deploy the pod from the war room.
I told everyone what I had remembered. They didn't need any further explanation. The moment our eyes met, we all started to sprint for the war room. Did we jump into the wrong timeline? I see, so that's how it works. I get why it happened now. Tsubasa was furiously navigating the computer system in the war room. Why, what happened? The final attack. Since everyone in this timeline got wiped out, people from the artificial satellite came here. And they brought a spare baby they'd been secretly keeping on the satellite with them, a clone of Shion. They put him in the machine in the defense room as a replacement for the baby who passed in this timeline. Huh? You mean there's another baby in the defense room right now as we speak? Oh. Not exactly. This one was still developing, so his body wasn't quite stable yet. Because of that, right after he finished powering the missiles, he passed away. Tsubasa nodded silently. So they had a clone of me. Well, I did have my suspicions. Looks like the people on the satellite didn't think they had anything to worry about, even if I were to die. They had a spare, so it was acceptable to them. Losing me was hardly even a setback. Everyone had stared at Shion with intense emotions in their eyes. It was a mix of sadness, sorrow, and a burning anger directed to everyone on the satellite. Shion, I don't know what to say. They probably thought the same about us. Indeed, to the people on the satellite, our lives are worth less than dirt.
Damn it! I really wish I could give one of those guys a kick in the nuts.
Screw that. I want to beat them all to a bloody pulp.
I don't blame you, but there's something we have to do first. We need to survive and actually get to the artificial satellite. Tsubasa. On my cue, Tsubasa got moving. She rushed over to the control panel at the back of the room and slammed her palm against a large button. When she did that, the schoolyard appeared on the monitor.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod at the schoolyard immediately. An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily. Please depart immediately after boarding the escape pod. Repeat, an omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
It's really happening. The escape pod.
Oh, I'm so overwhelmed I could cry.
Isn't it too early for that? Celebrate once we get inside. Okay, everyone, let's go. That pod will automatically launch 100 seconds before the attack starts. The version of me in this timeline must have reprogrammed it. Are you for real? You mean we have less time now? We've come this far. We can't afford to miss it now. Then stop yapping and start running. Everyone nodded and took off, all of us running faster than speeding bullets. We thundered down the halls and stumbled down flights of stairs. Finally, we made it to the first floor. We turned the corner and arrived at the entrance hall. Just then, I heard a sound behind me. I turned around to see someone on the ground.
Hiruko!
I scrambled over to her and propped her up.
Hey, are you okay, Hiruko? Stay with me!
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 300 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, evacuate to the schoolyard immediately.
Takumi, go on ahead.
Absolutely not. I'm not going without you.
Then, what do you propose to do?
I'll carry you to the pod.
You can't. You heard the announcement. The pod launches 100 seconds before the attack. You won't make it if you're carrying me. I knew it. That dream, it was a sign. I told you, didn't I? I had a dream where I was the only one who couldn't break free of the loop.
And I told you that it was just a dream. It's not going to happen. We need all of the Special Defense Unit. If we don't, I won't get out of the loop either.
No. You will. I saw it. In my dream. You were there.
I couldn't keep arguing with her. Precious time was ticking away and every second counted. We had to hurry. I had to get Hiruko to the escape pod, but the moment I tensed up my arms to lift her, she swatted me away, refusing my help.
Enough. Let me go. I think it's fate that I die here. I finally understand why I can't be saved. Yes, it wouldn't be right. Not after what I've done. There's no way. we'd be allowed to survive. After killing everyone on this planet.
Her voice frail and faint, Hiroko looked over at the bottom of the stairs. I followed her gaze. Straight to the hidden door that connected to the secret basement.
Hiroko, you can't.
I can. The basement's close. I can crawl if I have to. I'll go there. I'll enter the Liver Mortis codes. After the pod launches, of course. Right before the attack. If I do that, I can stop the missiles from launching. The whole school will be blown to pieces. I told you. I wore the suit with the hole in it so I could atone for my sins. This is also a part of my redemption. I let everyone die in the serial killer timeline. I need to pay for what I've done. Even as I stay here, imprisoned in this jail cell of an infinite loop. For all eternity. Takumi, thank you for everything. You were a slow-witted dullard of a servant. But also, the best partner I could have asked for. This is my final order to you, servant. Go, Takumi. You can still make it.
My head was spinning. It went without saying that I couldn't possibly leave Hiroko behind, which left me with two options. I could forcibly haul her to the pod, or go to the basement and blow up the school with her. We were unlikely to make it if I chose the first option. Even if by some miracle we made it in time, all life on this planet would be destroyed. The second option would save them, but Hiroko and I would be killed instead.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 200 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, evacuate.
What was I supposed to do? I didn't have a second to spare. I just had to go with my gut and make my decision. Only one right choice. Obviously, I think we're dying on the satellite, for one thing. So it's time to get the better ending. Something happens on the satellite. We don't know what, right? Basement.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We could save ourselves, but what's the point of a future where all of the other life here has to die? Even if I'm the only one, I don't want to sacrifice all those lives for ours. So... I'm going with you, Hiroko.
Hiroko let out an exasperated sigh.
You really are stupid beyond all salvation. Let me guess. You're not going to take no for an answer.
You know it.
All right. If you're not going to back down, you can come with me.
Hiroko.
Now stop wasting time. And hurry.
I lent Hiroko my shoulder to get her upright, supporting her weight as we headed for the stairs. And then... we reached the basement. I rushed over to the terminal, quickly entering 8 of the Liver Mortis codes. Only one was left, Hiroko's. The moment I entered 4 in her slot, the school would be blown to oblivion.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 130 seconds.
The pod launches at 100 seconds before the attack, so there's only 30 seconds left. Hiroko pulled something out of her pocket. It was the calico cat figure I'd given her all the way back on day 10.
Oh.
I've wanted one of these for so long. I told you in that timeline. Did you remember? Huh? Not when I gave it to you, but now, yes, I remember it vividly.
A soft vinyl figure. I collect them. Ones of cats, ideally. I'd like a calico.
We're going to be doing this all over again. I wonder how Loop 147 will work out. Will you still remember? About the calico? Not just that. I mean, everything that happened this time. Of course. How could I possibly forget? Is that a promise? I promise.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 100 seconds.
It's launch time for the pod. The others should be taking off now. I nodded quietly, placing my finger over the 4 on the terminal. Unlucky number 4. No, I think this one's good luck. Suddenly, I felt warmth on my right hand. I looked to see Hiroko holding it tight. A familiar smell hit my nose, the sweet, soft scent of lavender. Ready? Ready as I'll ever be. You're sure? You're still the same idiot you were when we started this timeline. Yeah, then here I go. 3, 2, 1. The very second I was about to apply pressure with my finger. What? How? Don't worry, the pod's still on the surface. Tsubasa whipped up a program that lets us launch it manually. She's up there waiting right now. So just hurry up and go. But who's going to enter the final 4? I'll handle that. I'll press it right before the final attack is launched. I can teleport in this form and my real body is inside the pod anyway. But I can't move anymore. It's okay, we'll take turns carrying you. If we do that, we can still make it in time. We were wasting precious time having this conversation. I looked straight into Hiroko's eyes. Hiroko, you have to trust us. I told you before, right? If you keep believing in something for long enough, you can make it happen. You can absolutely overcome any obstacle in your way. Takumi, everyone. Here we go. It's time to take back what's ours. Our future, our hope. The artificial satellite up there in the sky. We'll reach out and grab it with our own hands. Oh my god, this ending. Shion, you take it from here. Got it. We could have just figured this out sooner. I held Hiroko tight and ran. I flew up the stairs, stumbling into the hallway. I handed her over to Takemaru. We passed her off one person to the next as we ran outside. I could see the escape pod in the distance, a small shining dot that looked no bigger than a grain of
30
rice.
seconds remaining.
Everything will be all right.
We're not done yet!
We're gonna make it!
We shouted encouragement to each other as we continued to run for our lives. Each of us took turns carrying Hiroko. Eventually, our relay brought her back to me.
15 seconds remaining.
The pod was close now. If we kept up this pace, we could make it. Keep going. Get Hiroko to the pod. My feet thundered against the ground as I picked up the pace. I ran for my life. I recklessly and single-mindedly sprinted forward. I couldn't breathe. My chest ached. My heart raced so fast I thought I was going to burst. I could hear the fibers of my muscles tearing. Pain tore through my brain, making my vision blur. but I couldn't stop. I had to keep pushing on more. Anything to get there even 1 second faster. I needed to dive into that pod. I promised I'd build us a future, one where everyone can be happy. I won't let things end any other way.
I have to do this!
I summoned the last of my strength to keep my legs moving through the numbness. Only 6 seconds left.
4! 3! We have to make it!
Everyone was inside the pod. Nozomi, Gaku, Darumi, Shoma, Kyoshika, Moko, Yugamu, Takemaru, Kulala, Tsubasa, and the twins. Then there was Eito, Ava, and Shion. I had his baby body in my arms. Sirei and Nigo were there too. The repairs were complete and their functions had been restored. And of course, there was Hiroko too. She was beside me, watching with delight as everyone celebrated.
How are you feeling?
What does it look like? I feel incredible. Look at us. We're all here. We even saved everyone on the planet too.
Hiroko looked out the window toward the shining blue sphere. The beautiful planet hung in the darkness, its continued existence an absolute miracle.
That's all thanks to you, Hideko. It's all because you wanted to save them.
Know your place, servant. It's 100 years too early for you to be doling out compliments to your master.
I was a little happy to hear her retort. It meant Hiroko was her same old self.
Besides, it's not all thanks to me. This achievement belongs to Shion, and the others as well. And, although I hate to say it, it's yours too. I truly appreciate what you've done, Takumi.
My face burned red hot. Anything I could have said, got caught in my throat. Trying to hide the effect Hiroko's words had on me, I turned to look at everyone else. They were smiling, crying, and hooting like animals as they let their emotions flood out.
We did it! Yay! Woohoo!
It all worked out. Now we can be together forever.
Is it really okay if I stick around with you?
Are you crazy? We wouldn't have it any other way.
You're our friend forever, Shion. We all care for you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, sorry. Why is the missile active again in this timeline? They sent down a clone of the baby and apparently stuffed the clone into the machine, and it died at some point, charging up the bombs.
Aw, yeah, you are the best buds I ever had. I love you guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. I let my gutter juices out in a zero-gravity environment.
Don't call them gutter juices, man. They look like shining diamonds to me.
Takemaru! Wow, Tsubasa, you're a freaking genius!
Thanks. Now, give me some space, please.
Sit tight, Tsubasa.
I'll send him flying with a slippery Moko German suplex.
Tsubasa, baby, nobody does it like you do.
Ah, just leave me alone!
Kako!
Ema!
Wait, what did you just call me?
Hey, you did it too!
Well, why not? Let's just be Kako and Ema from now on.
Sounds good to me, Ema.
There, my good girl. Don't you cry.
No crying, only celebrating. Come on, Lady Kurara. You should really have something to drink yourself.
Ah! I'm so peeved with all of you! Totally cheesed off! Steamed! Absolutely pissed!
Now, sir, calm down. It may be true that our plan to raise the planet failed, but we did defeat the enemy's supreme commander, Veshness.
That's not the issue here! I'm getting all emotional seeing how happy everyone is! And I hate that!
Sir!
Hideko gazed at everyone with stars in her eyes. After some time staring, she whispered to herself just loud enough for me to hear.
Everybody's alive.
That's right. Safe and sound.
It's way past 10 a.m. But we're all still here.
Yeah,
Which means...
we're...
free from the time loop!
Yes!
Our overjoyed cries echoed throughout the escape pod. Everyone was staring at us with vacant expressions blinking.
Takumi, Hiroko, that's great. Yeah, congratulations, you two.
Huh? You understand what they're talking about?
Yes, everything's wrapped up nicely.
Maybe it would be more accurate to say it's been unwrapped and smoothed out flat again.
I ain't sure what you mean by that, but...
In short,
Everything's been resolved.
And it's happily ever after!
We finally made it! Let's do the thing! Yes! Time to choke each other!
Or play jump rope with intestines. When have we ever done any of that weird crap?
Takumi, that's your cue.
Take it away, Takumi!
Got it! Ready? Go!
Special Defense Unit! Best in the cosmos! Indestructible and undefeated! Never lose, never yield! Special Defense Unit, fight on!
The pod continued to drift through the emptiness of space toward the artificial satellite in the dark distance. We weren't sure what would happen to us when we arrived. After all, we disobeyed the will of humanity. Maybe harsh punishment awaited us. Or maybe now that we'd served our purpose, the people in charge would want to have us killed. But somehow I felt that things would be all right. No matter what kinds of difficulties we encounter, no matter what trials lie in our future, if all 17 of us come together, we'll find a way through them. On day 101, 102, and all days after. So long as all of us are together, we can keep on finding our way. We'll walk an endlessly continuing path, leading us to an eternity where we can all be happy. What? What about everything else? Are you fucking kidding me? Hold on, what happens on the fucking satellite? Are we actually out of the loop? I kind of feel like that's not the case. This is kind of a weird state that we're in, though, because Dal Shah's still alive. I don't think Dalshaw's alive in this specific route. I don't think he necessarily has something against. Like, he just wants to die a warrior's death in most of the routes, right? So, multiple Atos route, serial battles route, conspiracy route. Have we seen half of these? I don't fucking think so. Maybe we've seen some of them, a lot of them. I don't know. Conspiracy route. No, Veshnes is dead in this route. There were a shit ton of those that we did not know. I can't tell. Are we done? I don't think we're done. I don't know. I'm more confused than ever right now. Are we sure we're out? Damn it, you keep saying true ending 1. So there's nothing different to this. Fuck, what if the meat route is like branches off into something else? This feels like it could be a significant route. Yeah, this really does feel like the closest we've gotten to a golden ending so far. I think ending so far you can argue that there are 3 endings that feel really that have equal I don't know. So 1 second, where's that mystery route? So this ending is interesting in that this feels like the weird bittersweet ending, and I think they intentionally force you to do this one. So I don't know. I kind of see like the second scenario ending, if you will. That ending feels like it's just a really good ending overall in terms of like well written and so forth. Both of these, for the record, I think are actually really good. The reset route and Last Defense Academy second scenario. Obviously, we don't get everyone, like not everyone's alive in either of these. But I think they're both like, I don't know, they're both really satisfying in certain respects. The reset route even doesn't like make you feel as bad as you would think. The route where, or the ending where Nozomi's the only person alive seems really poetic, given like Takumi goes through all of this and ends up with like what feels like it could be the worst ending in some ways, but also like it has, you know, some like inspiring, hopeful like result with Nozomi being able to potentially live on and be with, like, find peace with the Futurins, right? But I feel like if you think about the amount of time invested in ending 55, this one, I don't know. It almost feels like this route in particular really wants you to go down. It really wants you to, like, I don't know. I think you feel way more satisfied with this route for one specific purpose, and that is that you're actually following the whole idea behind, well, the sci-fi aspect, for lack of a better term here. But also, like, Hiroko's whole storyline in general is very I don't know, just like good. It's well told, I think, in general. It involves so many other routes. This feels like the sort of Uchikoshi route to some extent. It's way more positive than some of his more recent games, but okay. I say that, but I2 isn't one of his games. Like, I mean, he like oversaw it, but he didn't write it, so maybe that's not true. Hmm. There are still so many unanswered questions I have. I'm gonna try something real quick. We get the baby jar made in one of the other routes, the killing game route, the good killing game route ending, because Tsubasa makes it and they take the baby up with them. I'm pretty sure this won't have changed, but I'm curious. We're checking two different things with this. The first one is we're gonna see if we can make a different choice here, because we get shoehorned into this choice. If you guys remember. Oops. And then the second thing is I want to listen to the dialogue that happens at the end when, because I have not seen this in quite some time. It was still check marked, so if it tells us we can't, then we'll just hit yes. So I don't think that one's changed. There's a check mark again, so it probably doesn't matter.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think it's in this cutscene, so we have to watch it all. I hope they can at least find happiness over there. We may have failed the mission, but they still risk their lives. Okay, it's after this then. Oh yeah, I remember this being kind of cool. Redo. We just found out the craziest shit. Are you ready for this? So my assumption was that like there are monsters or something, because that's what happens when you go into space, right? That's what happens when you go into space. There are monsters. It's as simple as that. There are aliens and shit like that typically, right? That's what I would always assume. There's good old aliens. But I'm thinking to myself now that maybe that's not like... We just found out... What was it? Like, we just found out the craziest shit. Hold on. We just found out the craziest shit. Are you ready for this? So let's immediately pretend that there are no xenomorphs or working Joes present there, right? Let's just write that out of the possibility, and that like everyone's not killed. It's awful. We just found out the craziest shit. Are you ready for this? We're not human. We're whatever. Fill in the gap here. And the communication cuts off because they might be like apprehending them or something of that nature. If what they just found out was the truth, if you will, then this makes things completely different, right? It could be key infested, but I mean, I'm saying if we write that out of the possibilities, they could have just learned the truth here, and maybe that's. And if you think about it from a playthrough standpoint, it probably makes the most sense to do obviously the first 100 days, and then doing the second route immediately after. And it doesn't feel like a natural connection, but maybe that's exactly what happened. They learned the truth. I was immediately thinking something horrible happened on the satellite, but it wasn't something horrible for humans. It was something horrible for them.
Into the past.
That's what makes sense to me, at least. What do I want to do next is the question. I honestly kind of don't want to go down this route. We'll start part of this and see what happens. I don't know. Do I want to start this one? Hold on. Is there a different route we can go down? There are so many routes I want to tackle. That's the problem here. Like, I want to see where is it? If we've learned anything, it's that a lot of routes come from the second scenario, right? So this might lead to something interesting. Look at how open this space is. We could just kill Ato again. We could go back to what we thought would be a good idea before and kill Ato. Surely that won't lead us to get fucked over. Abandon humanity. We honestly didn't. It feels like we didn't get the fanfare required or meant from this route that like I was expecting, but honestly, this feels like the best ending we're gonna probably get. Chapter 13. But are we supposed to? Hold on. 9. Box of Blessings is 9. Second scenario is 0 still. 12. 15. The numbering is just so screwed up. I thought the numbering would mean something, but apparently it means squat. Wait, what the hell? Oh, that's the lock. I think I've decided. I'm not sure if we're gonna do every ending. Let's pick a couple second scenario choices and
attack.
And then we'll go from there. Yeah, this route we're doing.
Keep it up, troops! Never back down! Destroy those evil invaders!
Yep, we're gonna let Gaku die because surely that was actually what mattered more.
Something tells me this one's... Yeah, we won!
Naturally.
Now we just have to finish him up.
Fucking kill Gaku.
An offering to my...
Bagow, bagow.
Down!
She's pretty confident. She thinks she can just kill us when...
Look, we could have just ended everything right here, but we were fucking idiots. I like how he just replaced the character model. Do you guys remember? I even tried to like gamify this by like pushing the unit. But the unit's unmovable, so it was a bummer. Let's be real. If so for context, I'm sure you might all remember, but we saved Gaku because we only saved Gaku because yeah. We only saved Gaku because Kako like has this premonition that we have to save Gaku, right? But if we never got that premonition, there's no freaking way we would have. There's absolutely no way we would have. We would have followed that. It's so dumb.
This should do it. Here we go.
I'm pretty sure Gaku does some shit that makes him unlikable too. Yeah, I mean in this timeline as well.
Yeah.
So, it's golden.
There.
Good ending. See? Good ending. She's happy too. Everyone's happy.
Just one, then? At least I managed to buy myself some time. Still, that must be some incredible power to inflict such a grave wound on someone as great as I. I won't let my guard down. Slowly but surely, I will gain power. And you're the slop that will serve that purpose. I'm going to eat and eat until I've had my fill. And when I have that power for myself, I'll become God.
Beth just gave her monologue as we were struck by complete despair. Why couldn't we have been the one to kill Gaku, we all think to ourselves. Then she limped away, along with the massive invaders. Some of us were overcome with rage and tried to follow her. Some of us desperately tried to stop them. Oh, I forgot. We should have done the Tails timeline instead. Shit. Whatever. And all I could do is stand there rooted to the spot, dumbfounded. Not too long after that, we made a grave for Gaku in a corner of the schoolyard. Who cares? Yeah, but we didn't get the satisfaction of killing Gaku, you know? That's the problem with that timeline. We never get to see the POV because the gi takes over our consciousness, okay? I wanted a description of how it feels to put the knife in Gaku's body, okay? That's what would be a good ending. Where's the Takumi G ending? Or route where we get to see everything that happens. This was the third one. We'd lost yet another friend. My decision killed Gaku. I came back here from the future and yet 3 people still died. Why was this happening? Friends of mine who have never died otherwise were now gone because I decided to come back. Maybe I was never supposed to redo things. Because of my decision, Gaku, Kyoshika, and Darumi were dead. All because of me. And so with the sacrifice of yet another life, our 33rd day at Last Defense Academy came to an end. Okay, so this is indeed a new route. So, what was this one? Oh shit, there's a whole nother box of blessings route here that we haven't done. At least I'm assuming it's box of blessings. There were like a bunch of routes we still haven't, like I actually took the time to read most of the routes. I didn't like keep them in memory, but there's multiple Atos. There was conspiracy. There was, I don't know. For the record, I'm assuming that like we probably have our best ending. And the only thing that might change that is if we find out in another route in the SF route specifically, if there's something that happens that basically tells us that ending 55 is fucked. But what we do know, sorry, I'm diverting. I'm going off script for a second here, I guess. What we do know is that most likely oh, serial battles. Yeah, there's that one. How many endings are we at now? Like 50 something? Here, I can save and we can find out that way. Yeah, so 60 endings. There's also like this possibility too that we have to clear all 100 endings and then play through or ending 55 again to get like something special. Who knows? Sounds like skipping battles route. Oh, that's another thing. I was really surprised though. Like, uh, I was really surprised that there were no new boss fights or new battles in. Wait, hold on. Who wrote SF routes? 100 line. I'm kind of curious on that. One second. I thought it'd be easier to find this without while trying to avoid spoilers. You know what? Let me just do this. Okay, found it. Oh yeah, so okay, Steady Fundamental, its primary rider is Uchikoshi. So, I mean, I guess that makes sense considering that's his whole thing is like jumping loops and shit. There wasn't enough in-party killing, so that's why it wasn't Kodaka. Too many people lived.
Get ready for your 34th day. Prepare to be ready to give your...
I couldn't sleep at all, not that I'd expected to. Whenever I closed my eyes, I saw Gaku's last moments in my head. So I just kept them open. I had no will to get out of bed, but I can't just lay here. I wonder how everyone else is holding up. I need to get to the cafeteria. I dragged myself out of bed and trudged gloomily down the halls. What the fuck? Why is everyone looking at me? This is creepy as hell. When I got to the cafeteria, things were way more lively than I'd ever imagined.
Fucking pussy invaders, if you want to fight, come get some.
I'm invincible. I'll pile drive every single one of them into the mat.
Kako, your dear brother will protect you no matter what. What are you saying? I'm the one who's going to protect you, Ima. Okay, I guess they just were posed that way initially. It was kind of creepy. Everyone was abnormally worked up and shouting over each other.
What's going on here? Sumino, you're late.
Latecomer. Oh, wait a second.
Latecomers have to chug. Drink this energy drink. Drink it.
For the record, there is something weird in it, but it won't cause you any harm, so don't fret. Don't fret what's in it.
Hey.
Just something to perk you up. I can't tell you any more than that. You know, when things get rough, adults turn to the bottle too. It's nothing to be ashamed of. I need to get you all the get you all in fighting condition again, even if it has to be by force. But still, I'll power up all our weapons. I'll make us all stronger than ever. I remember this now. Yeah, you guys are all caught up in convention. Who decided we had to be limited to having 2 eyes, 2 arms, or even 2 legs? Don't you have any respect for the human soul? I won't allow it. I won't. What a horrible racket. Still, this might be better than just being depressed. Hideko and Nozomi, you're both your usual selves. You're not having any? No, I'm a little too scared to try it. I had some, but it doesn't seem to work on me. Booze, energy drinks, all that other stuff, it never has any effects. Other stuff? Hey, I don't see Ava or Nigo. Do you know where they are? In maintenance. I asked Nigo to check Ava out since she was acting strangely yesterday. The sanctity of human life. Anyway, have some, Sumino. Forget all of our woes so we can have a better tomorrow. There's no need to worry about Veshness. With her recuperating from her wounds, I suspect she won't be attacking again for a while. There's no handy-dandy tech like the Revivomatic on their side after all. Come on, have a drink and put it all behind you. Anguish and sadness will only further hinder you. He's right, Takumi. At times like this, you have to drink like your life depends on it. Why am I the one still alive? Kulala, I should have been the one who died. No, don't say that. That's not true at all. Yes, it's actually a small mercy that Maruko was the one we lost. Jesus. Small mercy? I mean, think about it. It was between him or you, O Suzuki. You're the stronger fighter, so we'd be better off having you around. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Hey.
Not to mention how your death would have affected the others. Is there anyone here who considered Maruko their best friends? You gotta be shitting me. Oh. I didn't realize the comedy route was over here, too. What's that supposed to mean? Exactly what I said. When a beloved character dies, it has a negative effect on everyone around them. So it's a small mercy that it was an unpopular loner like Maruko who died instead. How dare. How I love. I love how on they are. That was just one poll. I'm pretty sure the majority. So that's the thing about the poll. The poll is flawed because they don't have ranked choice voting. Okay. If you had ranked choice voting, and that's the problem. There are so many likable characters. So you have a bunch of people that would probably put Gaku at the very bottom, and you have a bunch of troll-ass voters who are going to vote Crin as their favorite Suikoden character. And so that's why Crin shows up high in the rankings, okay? The troll-ass voters are getting Gaku high in the rankings, despite the fact that he's the least liked character in the game, by far. How freaking dare you? I've had enough of your screwed up logic. Takimaru, there's not a single one of us here who's not important. Every single one of these guys is my best friend. You ever try ranking them again, I'll beat the crap out of you. Well, aren't you cool? The dramatic speech sounded pretty tough, but is that really how you should be speaking to your commanding officer? You threatening me? Come on, cut it out, you two. No, keep going. Punch him in the face. I want you both to win and both to lose. Don't encourage them. I've been thinking for a while now that your attitude needed addressing, Yakushiji. You need to remember your place here. What? You're gonna set off my bomb? Go ahead, do it. I dare you. What a horrible racket. I'm back, everyone. Eva should be ready to go by tomorrow. Huh?
You dare me? Because even if I blow you up, I'll just revive you anyway. Your bravado rings hollow if you presume that someone's going to be wiping your butt like a baby in the end.
Who you calling a baby? I know you can change the settings on that machine so I don't get revived. So yeah, I know I might actually die. And I don't care. If you keep trashing my bro Gaku, then you better go ahead and kill me.
Yeah, Gaku was a good guy.
What is going on here? Please stop fighting. It's bad and unproductive.
Having just entered the cafeteria, Nigo leapt between Sirei and Takemaru to try to break them up. No more fighting. Shut up. Takemaru slapped Nigo away, never taking his eyes off Sirei.
Uh-oh.
That sounded pretty bad.
Now you've done it.
Are you all right? Poo. He turned into a fax machine. He's not going to explode, is he? Nigo, are you okay? Nigo. Why is everybody so panicked? Are you okay? What do you mean? Oh, are you referring to how the universe was started by a single strand of string? Yeah. He seems fine. Does he? I'm sorry, Nigo. Takemaru bowed his head low in an apology. I can't believe I broke my code of never hitting women or children. Oh, but I'm not a woman or a child. What? Really? I just assumed you were one or the other on the inside. And Sirei. My bad. I got a little too worked up. I'm going to turn in and cool off. I guess I went a little too far as well. Following their lead, the rest of the group regained their composure too. We decided to call it a day there. We'll be stopping here shortly. We will for sure do this route. In fact, maybe. All right, okay. We'll stop. We'll stop after this day's over. Alone in my room, I found myself once more haunted by Gaku's last moments. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The same thought kept swirling inside my head, even though there was no point to it. It was like I was punishing myself and asking for forgiveness all at once. Before I knew it, it was dark outside. Despite not eating anything since morning, I didn't feel hungry at all. Still, staying here in my room and wallowing in guilt won't do me any good. I guess I'll go get some fresh air. I leaned against the roof rail and took in the cool breeze. I felt my weary heart become a little lighter. I'm Takumi Sumino, leader of the Special Defense Unit. I can't be wallowing in the past. Huh? Takumi? Nigo, what brings you here? Just wanted to get some fresh air. How about you? Why? I came to see you. I wanted to talk to you about something. About what? Well... Nigo looked around as if he was making sure the coast was clear before continuing. First of all, I'm not Nigo. I'm a completely different AI just borrowing Nigo's body. What the What? Are you okay? The blow to the head earlier might have been worse than I thought. Please, I'm being serious. Okay, I'm listening. Whether he's of sound mind or not, I should at least hear him out. You say you're not Nigo, you're some different AI. Please explain it to me in a way that I can understand. Thank you, I'll do my best. To put it plainly, I represent the anti-Exodus faction. Oh, what the fuck? We're gonna learn about some shit, yo. Is this a conspiracy route, maybe? Okay, so hold on. I already know. Like, they mentioned this before when we're learning about the truth. But, like, why are there, like, fucked up characters, right? Like, specifically Eito is the obvious one. But technically speaking here... Technically speaking here, there are a lot of fucked up characters that shouldn't be on this mission. Takumi, probably fine, right? Like, he's the whole thing is that he's supposed to be fueled by, like, the protecting his, like, childhood sweetheart, right? Like, kind-hearted, gold-hearted, whatever the hell say, are, like, gangster with the heart of gold here. Like, obviously, this works out. Again, obviously, like, battle experience or whatever, fucking battle maniac, that works out. Doremi, number 1. Eito, number 2. Tsubasa, obviously a huge contributor to the team, makes sense. Gaku, I don't know, on the fence with Gaku. On the fence with Gaku. Ima and Kako have, like, weird backstories, but, like, the sibling bonds that they share, maybe that works out. I don't know. Shoma, exactly, Bob. Shoma, number 3. Nozomi, not part of the group. Kulala, I mean, the tomato thing's weird as fuck, but she has it in, like, the pod with her for some stupid ass reason. Kyoshka, I mean, whatever, I guess she, like, someone thought like a weeb type character would be great here. Yugamu, assassin, makes sense. Medical background as well, makes sense. Moko, professor, whatever. Someone has a fetish. Someone has a fetish on the research team. There's, like, reasons to explain why some of these things happen. But that's 3 characters that just, like, should not exist, like, in the state they're in, right? You could argue for with Gaku, and you could make arguments for everyone else. But yeah, they talked about like sabotage happening, so obviously that's what this person or AI represents. To put it plainly, I represent the anti-Exodus faction. You and your friends don't need to fight anymore. Our objective is to send you all to the artificial satellite as soon as possible. Okay, boom. I don't want anyone overhearing this. We should go somewhere more private. I managed to convince the pseudo-Nigo to continue our conversation back in my room. First of all, you may call me Goto. Why does that sound familiar? I don't think it's from this game, but whatever. It'll get confusing if you keep calling me Nigo. Goto. It's an acronym for the foundational principles programmed into my AI that I've long since forgotten. God of something, I think. God of the old humans. God of the original humans. We can skip that part. The important thing is that I'm an AI created by the anti-Exodus faction. And I can assume that the anti-Exodus faction is what the name implies. Yes, you can. The anti-Exodus faction stands against the Exodus Project. We hold opposite ideals to Sirei and Nigo. The people on the artificial satellite aren't all unified. Some support the Exodus Project while others oppose it. They say we don't need to prolong our lives or find prosperity, and that we should instead accept our fate and perish. But perish? Is humanity in danger if they continue to live on the satellite? Yes, just as planets have lifespans, so does the artificial satellite. The Exodus Project came about because some fear the satellite cannot support humanity for much longer. Some estimate it will only last another 200 years. 200 years. Whether that's a long time or not is all a matter of perspective. The faction I represent thinks that we should simply accept our fate. That surviving is not a future worth sending such young ones to fight for. What he's saying makes sense so far. I was hidden inside Nigo in order to realize the anti-Exodus faction's goals. My mission was to take over Nigo's body when the time was right and try to persuade you all. When the time was right, what makes now the best time to do it? I'm ashamed to admit that I was supposed to take over this body much earlier. However, Nigo's internal security system was much stronger than I anticipated. At one point, I thought I'd never be able to take over. And it seems I wasn't successful the previous 100-day iteration. But there was a moment yesterday when Nigo's CPU experienced a large amount of stress. Oh. It must have been when Takemura whacked him. I seized the opportunity to take and took over his body. I see. So please, there's no need to support this barbaric Exodus project. Stop fighting the invaders and come back to the artificial satellite with me. That's easier said than done. Well, I heard him out at least. But there's still a possibility this is just Nigo bugging out from hitting his head. How are we supposed to get back to the artificial satellite anyway? We have an escape pod ready at Second to Last Defense Academy. It was put there in secret, just like I was hidden away inside Nigo. If you use that, you won't even have to wait for day 100 to leave for the satellite. I guess this is all in the realm of possibility, right? So why not just escape and say goodbye to all this fighting? It's an easy decision, isn't it? I can't do that because I have a reason to fight. Oh. What if there is something going on at the satellite, and that's because the second to Last Defense Academy escape thing, or escape pod or whatever, escape shuttle. What are they calling it? Yeah, escape pod was used to get to the satellite and kill everyone. Anyways, I can't do that because I have a reason to fight. This time I'm going to protect her to the end. That's what I promised myself. Wait, hold on a minute. If I can go back to the artificial satellite with the Nozomi, then I don't really have a reason to fight. Well, that's not the issue here. If by fighting we can ensure the success of the Exodus project, If there's a chance we can fulfill humanity's wishes, then I want to see it through. How admirable. But you don't need to support the pro faction. You've just been brainwashed by them and forced to fight. You're not fighting of your own volition. What? Brainwashed? Hold on, what are you talking about? Well, here's an example. Gaku Maruko, who died yesterday, came from a group home, in an orphanage, if you will. He had complicated feelings about his upbringing, but he loved his foster siblings. He fought so he could see them again. So what? What if I told you that his memories of his family were tampered with through brainwashing to be better than they were? What if that family was actually just a bunch of low-life scumbags? And he was only brainwashed into thinking that he wanted to see them again. What? The Pro faction successfully conducted research on memory manipulation at Kamukura General Hospital. That technology they created was installed in the school. I think you may have an idea of what I'm talking about here. The special treatment I conducted on her is known as Dolmetic Cognitive Reconstruction Therapy. By tinkering with her brainwave frequencies, I can control her memories, thoughts, and emotions. Memories and thoughts, that's... You brainwashed her then. Brainwashed. If you want to put it in terms so simplistic a monkey could understand, then yes. Any memories related to being an invader have been erased and replaced with a profound hatred for their entire species. Even I'm surprised at just how empty a shell of this has left her, though. I guess I got a little carried away, teehee. Teehee my ass. If you remove that many memories, of course it's going to mess her up. There's no guarantee that we didn't receive the same treatment as her. Does that mean everything that Goto's told me has been the truth? Wait, this is weird. For some reason, my thoughts are getting fuzzy. I shouldn't think about this anymore. I shouldn't ever doubt Sirei. Takumi, are you okay? My brain's feeling a little fuzzy. You poor thing. It's the brainwashing. In addition to implanting a reason for you to fight, you've been brainwashed into fully submitting to Sirei's control. What are you talking about? Sirei would never do something as barbaric as brainwashing us. That's precisely what he'd do. Although I suppose there's no point trying to convince you in your current state. But I have this for you. Goto took out a red pill. Wait, is the red pill in the Matrix the one that lets you, like, get out of the Matrix and the blue pill leads you back into it? I don't remember which one's which. This pill can neutralize the effects of the latest brainwashing you underwent. If you have any suspicion that you're not your true self at this moment, take this. It could be the only way for you to regain your free will and defy the powers that be. Sirei brainwashed me. There's no way that's possible, but I might be able to prove it by taking this pill. If my feelings towards Sirei don't change after taking the pill, that would prove I was never brainwashed. Fuck. I mean, obviously we're gonna take the freaking pill, but I didn't want this to be that exciting because I actually wanted to go back and do the moon ending, the moon route in SF. Take it. Where's the blue pill? I want that option, please. I'll take the pill. I took the pill from Goto and put it in my mouth. Gulp. So? Well, I think my stomach feels a little warm, but that's it. That's not what I meant. Has your head stopped feeling fuzzy now? Oh, it has. I actually feel a little sharper than before. You see, you were brainwashed by Sirei to further the Pro-Exodus Project faction's cause. Brainwashed, deceived, and manipulated to fight. How do you feel about that statement? It sounds pretty accurate to me. Good. While I was glad it had been undone, I suddenly got scared, because this meant I really had been brainwashed. I really had been tricked into fighting, just like Goto said. Oh, but don't get the wrong idea. This doesn't mean your brainwashing has been completely reversed. What do you mean? I told you that the pill just lessens the effects of your latest brainwashing. You've received brainwashing prior to this. That pill only undid the brainwashing that forced you to be loyal to Sirei. Your original brainwashing is probably still in effect. You mean the one that created a reason for me to fight? Yes, the same one that I explained was given to Gaku. Like making you feel that your family, making you feel that the family you hated was actually important to you, for example. The reasons all of you were given to fight were twisted by brainwashing. And you're still under that influence. The reasons you believe you have to fight were all put inside your head by the Pro faction. So just like Gaku, the reason I fight, is it possible she's not actually important to me after all? I've just been made to believe that she is and that I want to fight for her. I can give you more details about your brainwashing if you want. You were all brainwashed as soon as you were brought here using the device in the infirmary. The students from the second campus received theirs when they arrived there. That campus has its own separate brainwashing device, so it's not as if I directly witnessed all of you getting brainwashed here on the first campus, but I have already checked the logs of the device in your infirmary. Would you like to hear the details about the brainwashing they gave you? I think I'll pass. Because if what he says is true, then the reason I fight...
I never liked Katawa anyway. God, she was always annoying and nagging to me. I never realized it until now.
If he tells me what I think he's going to tell me, there's a chance I'll shut down completely. I won't be able to fight or run or even stand anymore. I suppose avoiding the truth is a valid option as well, but your fear suggests you believe what I'm telling you. Does that mean you'll join me and support the anti-Exodus faction's cause? What should I do? Should I work with Goto and the anti-faction? Yes, of course we should. Do we just die if we say no? This is definitely going to be the conspiracy route, I feel like. Yes, I'm in. I believe you when you say we've also been brainwashed into fighting by Sire. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. But what can I do to help? Just go back to the artificial satellite and the escape pod at the second campus like you asked? Is there anything else I can do? Yes, there is. That's why I approached you first. What I want to ask you to do is persuade everyone else. Persuade them. Yes, I want you to tell the others the truth, just like I did with you. That you've all been brainwashed to fight and that you don't need to fight anymore. That you should all escape together instead. All right, I don't mind doing that, but why me? Why don't you just talk to them yourself like you did with me? It'll probably be more believable coming from you anyway. No, that would be too risky. I can't keep sneaking around Sire's back. If I do, he might notice there's something wrong with Nigo and figure out my secret. There's also something else I need to do in the meantime. What's that? You remember I told you there's an escape pod at the other academy. It will need some fixing up before it's usable. So if you can work on getting the others on board while I'm working on that, then we wouldn't lose any time. An efficient little solution, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Thank you. Anyway, here's something to help you persuade them. Goto handed me some more red pills. We're drug dealers, and with them a whole stack of red envelopes. Oh, we're giving out Chinese New Year money. Are these the same as the pill I just took? Yes, give them to anyone who you think could have received the same more recent brainwashing as you did. Okay, and what about these envelopes? You're open-minded, so you believed me. But that won't necessarily be the case with everyone else. If anyone is skeptical, you can hand them the envelope instead. Each one contains background intel about the Special Defense Unit, along with hints about their brainwashing-induced reasons to fight. Just hints, why not the full details? You're really asking me that when you were too scared to ask me the details about your case? Okay, point taken. Anything too specific could be overwhelming. I suppose there's kindness in holding back. Just so you know, there are 12 envelopes, one for each survivor excluding Ava. Survivor? I put yours in there too if you ever want to learn the full truth about your own brainwashing. Thanks, but I doubt I'll have it in me to open it before I get back to the satellite. Anyway, we'll be launching the escape pod in 3 days. Please get everyone on board by then. Okay, but... What? Good heavens, what was that for? Did you just say 3 days? I know it's rather sudden, but that's as long as I can stay in control of Nigo's body. Past that, it's back to square one, and you'll lose your chance to escape to the artificial satellite. So 3 days is all I can give you, but you can do it. I believe in you. What if I can't persuade them all in 3 days? Then you'll be heading back to the satellite with only the members you successfully persuaded. And if you can't convince anyone, you'll be going all alone. You wouldn't want that, would you? No, I wouldn't. I'm sure you already know, but Sphera cannot find out about this. Not about my existence or the fact that you're going around trying to persuade people to leave. He's the embodiment of the pro faction if he catches us. Brrr. Just imagining it gives me chills. So I need to persuade everyone in 3 days without Sire finding out. That sounds impossible. But there's no way I'm going back alone and leaving everyone else behind. Sounds like I'm just going to have to make the impossible possible. Okay. we're gonna stop here. My thought process, though, going back to the chapter select for a second. I don't know why I was just like, oh, well, I've been curious about what this is. It does seem interesting, but I'm way more curious about the whole comment made in the mystery route about the machine being unlocked. And then we don't figure out what Hideko meant when she tells us what she was told by the older lady or something about like being able to travel both vertically and horizontally, but I'm assuming that means we can do that. I honestly wonder if that is meant to be like if maybe there is like another ending that is more golden, you could say, than this route, this ending. Because what is this about, like traveling, or what was it? Moving vertically and wait, what was she even given? I don't even remember, but it was like something in addition to the Omega material, there was something else that we were given that was supposed to do that, right? So anyways, the point I'm getting at is we might not continue that route tomorrow. I think we're gonna go back and do this choice, the Tails one. But yeah, the person that we don't see when we travel to the what freaking route did we travel to? I don't even remember now. Oh, the coming of age route. That's that. Wait, no, not coming of age. What freaking route was it that we went to? Or maybe it was coming of age for the Omega material. A memory card, right? We didn't do anything with the freaking memory card. What was the freaking point of that memory card? What was the point? Is that supposed to be a meta thing which allows us to time travel? Like, I don't know. Also, who is that person that's supposedly doing that shit? So we're going to get more answers for sure going down this route. But that's the thing. It's a MacGuffin, but it's a MacGuffin for nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, we didn't even need it. It honestly, it very well could be cut content. This is, I don't know. Like the fact that we were able to do this or get to this route this far in was from us like metagaming super hard, right? Like there are still 40 endings. We could have been running around in circles. We could have gone down the meat route and done that. Like there are hundreds of hours in this game, and that's skipping every battle, basically, almost every battle. So anyways, when we pick this back up tomorrow, tomorrow morning, we are going back to, not this one. We're going back to this route. We'll do that. And even though we can already tell that it's going to be, like, it's not going to, who knows? Who actually knows? In fact, maybe this leads us to, like, another true ending. I have no freaking clue. But we'll do that, and then we'll consider maybe whether or not we want to do this route, this choice where we go to the serial killer route. I think I'm more interested in seeing what happens with this weird route we're going on right now. These could very well just be bad endings based on how they branch off like that. Who knows? Yeah, I'm not working this weekend, so we should be able to stream. And maybe we'll start Expedition 33 at some point soon. I doubt we're going to play that game. I doubt we're going to like spend hundreds of hours on that game is what I'm trying to say. I'm curious if this is gonna be like the Veshness route. Where the freaking... Oh, yeah. The Veshness route was pretty short, actually, right? That's also one of the like one of the sad things is that like Veshness as a character doesn't have to be so like she obviously is not like a great person, but this route shows off that she's like somewhat redeemable or something. And yet like there's no other way to like deal with her. Like no matter what we do, if there's not a better ending than ending 55, we are just slaughtering like a bunch a bunch of the commanders. Like, man, I don't know. I don't know. All right, thanks for watching. I'm out.